I was like, wow, for real? I didn't know. Oh my goodness.
For bumps.
Yeah, like bumps and what else? Yeah, mostly like bumps. Just so you know, I put it on full screen and streamer mode is enabled. So it's literally just capturing, like, just me and you talking as giant bobbleheads on fucking Discord.
Like, dude, are the bumps itchy?
No, they're not itchy. Not at all. The only other thing that I would find like itchy is like maybe like the occasional like scars that I might have like on my hold on. The scars that I would have like on my legs or so. Friggin' jean with no brim. I just recently also like got a haircut too. New look, new me. I feel like Taj.
Let me see, what does it say? Okay.
Oh, tell your mama said hi. Hey, Marcy.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Good. Hey. Oh my God, they gave me 2 batches of unsweetened iced tea. So I guess the tea looks something like this. This is an impromptu freaking mukbang review. My God, I can only imagine the caffeine in this joint. I'm gonna take one of these like regular ass straws. Probably drink that for a bit. Thing is, the straw looks like it's entirely made out of paper. What is up with that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Is it a food review?
Food review slash mukbang, yes.
He's doing a mukbang.
Oh my God! I can taste the caffeine in this unsweetened iced tea. Might as well call me Nikocado Avocado.
Nikocado Avocado.
No, we're not doing that.
Now you just need to like sell your body out for clout.
I don't know about that part, but like, yeah. I just gotta get one of those like regular ass like YouTube images. Is like, I'm like drowning in French fries. Help! The calories.
I can't. Oh my God, you actually watch him do it here.
I don't watch the guy, but I'm like familiar with like some of his work. Sometimes like Diego might show me like snippets and stuff.
This fucking.
Tell me when you finish ordering, because I'm gonna put.
Are you buying it? Are you sure?
How does that work? It's like they're fries, but they're made of chili and cheese. Like, do they put the cheese in the chili?
They put French fries, chili, and cheese on top.
Oh my goodness, that sounds delicious.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Oh God!
Oh my goodness! No! Impossible!
Impossible. Yo, Diego, you know what these people did recently? Okay, so like one of the items that I ordered from the mukbang is this thing called the McChicken Deluxe or the McDouble Deluxe. So what it's supposed to be is like it's supposed to be like a McChicken on top of like McNuggets and a bun that's supposed to hold like all 3 of the concoctions together. And I'm like, wait, how does that all make sense? I'm just like getting fries right now. Yo, so dude, how are things in Pokemon Arceus so far? How far'd you get?
I'm at the 4th area. I'm taking a little break so I can get some other things done. I'm also going to be doing some side missions in that game before I actually get to 4th area.
Ooh. What do you mean by 4th area? It's like divided by areas? Like, how does that work?
Okay, the first area you go to is the, I believe it's the Obsidian Fields, where there's different areas there. Like, you can explore a mountain. There's some, like, grasslands. There's also a forest at the edge, and once you get the Basculegion ride, you can explore some islands that are there. Then there's the Crimson Mire, which is a bogland. It's
that
pretty
sounds
simple.
Scary.
Yeah, there's like poison type Pokemon, ground type Pokemon, dark types here and there. This is the Crimson Mire lands is where you find the Diamond Clan where they reside. There's also like a mountain called the Brave Area. That's where the noble Pokemon Lilligant lives.
Yeah.
And of course, once you get past Legion, you can explore another area. But there's a little trick. There's a little trick with Windeer that on a certain area, if you nail the jump right, you can just get to it without using Basculegion.
Oh.
Then the coastal shoreline is pretty much the beach, where there's not really much of a forest there, but there's grass. There's some grassland, but of course, majority of it is sand, ocean. and some islands. You can find mostly water-type Pokemon and ghost Pokemon. There's even an area where there's like shipwrecked places where you can find Dusknoir, Dusclops, and Duskull. Next
Okay,
part.
Yeah, no. I was gonna show you like okay, so one of the mukbang pieces that they showed me. This is a double cheeseburger from McDonald's. It's part of like the double crunch thingy that they were telling me about. And they got 6 nuggets here. So the idea is in order for me to make the burger, I gotta prepare it myself. I gotta put the cheeseburger. I gotta put space on the bottom to add nuggets to the bottom of the cheeseburger bun. And that creates the McCrunch double. And then they have another nugget of food that they created called the Land, Sea, and Air Burger. So the idea for that one is that they have a Big Mac that they have right here, and I gotta combine that with a fillet of fish and a McChicken.
How
All of that
hungry
goes
are
straight
you?
to your thighs. What?
How hungry are you?
Hungry enough to make a mukbang that's worth like almost $30 because all this is like pretty expensive. But right now these fries are pretty fulfilling. I'm waiting until you get your order.
It's probably gonna be a while since my mom's on the phone and shit's just fucking up on my end.
I got time. Let me just put these back. Oh, and then like as a courtesy, they gave me like they gave me like another batch of like unsweetened iced tea. So in case like I finish off like the batch of tea, I'd have more tea. So I could just like relax and chill out. So that'll be something. It came with like another straw too. So what would you say is like one of the harder parts of like dealing with some of the stuff in the combat system for Arceus so far?
I think it's more muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I'm so used to just keep pressing A, but sometimes I mess up when I meant to like throw a Pokeball, but I use an attack.
Yeah, because like it's so refreshing. Like now you don't have to, and it's like, oh my god, that is so fucking fantastic. Like, it does so much for like the combat system.
And then there's the agile style mechanic. Like the wild Pokemon will be using that, especially the alphas. So you have to be a little bit more strategic yourself with how you do your like fighting, because like alpha Pokemon could use agile styling too, which gives them an extra movement, or they can just knock your Pokemon out by using a strong style.
I was about to say like, yo, is there anything like odd that you found out like dabbling with like some of the other side quests like in the game, like things that you probably didn't expect to like see in a game like this that you did?
Yes, and that is like a lot like open areas that I didn't see during my initial run of like the whole map. Cause like I didn't expect it to be this big, but like there's like a lot of explore areas that I sometimes like wander into trying to find and do some missions. Like I did a mission where I had to find a Turtwig to give the photographer for more options, and right there was an Alpha Torterra.
Ooh, sounds tough.
I tried to get it and it nearly knocked my team out, so I ran.
Oof, yeah.
Damn, Gene's going hard on that chicken, unless he's crazy.
Probably.
No, I'm waiting. I'm just eating potatoes.
Oh, I love it. Just Gene, Tyranno King 98, and Yokai's Revenge. I love it. I love it.
I mean, if you like, I could use like a different name. Like, which one do you prefer? Like VHS Broly, Metal Militia?
And I love it.
Okay. Dude, the thing that took it over the edge for me is the fact that like people were like responding and leaving comments on the video. I was like, wow, that's freaking nuts.
And how do you know how to increase the potion maker relationship level?
Yeah, bro, it's about Potion Maker. It's like, yo, bro, she's literally like maybe she gets like less than 30 minutes of screen time with the way that we're like hamming her up and shit. But she's like the most popular character to these people.
Fucking potion maker.
I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna get a bunch of like people asking for Potion Maker commissions in your future.
Ever.
Please draw her feet, Diego.
Yes, Diego.
I want her taking a big steppy.
I want her to take a big dumpy on my dumpy.
I want her to bend down in front of my face and go brap.
Please, Diego, draw her stomping on balls.
This is after the brat.
I want her to draw the booty sweat. Ugh. All that running around has got to be bad for your hygiene.
Judging by how her feet actually has stink, I doubt this woman actually bathes.
Oh my goodness. Because that's the thing. I think we talked about this like in other games too, like in Fire Emblem, right? Because like all of that takes place in like medieval times. Did you think that they shaved?
Fantasy.
I'm telling you, there was probably a bunch of hairy dick and pussy everywhere.
How am I supposed to fucking know?
I'm pretty sure freaking Hilda does not shave, bro.
Okay, but let's be fair. Hilda actually looks like she keeps her, like, she cares about her hygiene. Like, you can at least say that she could smell pleasant. Just look at Potion Maker. You can smell the fucking ass cheeks from 5 miles away.
And then you tell her to lift her arms, and then she's got like freaking armpit hair. Like, oh god.
It's just a fucking like bush, and then there's like a monkey that's just latching on. It just looks.
Bro, what
at
if it's
you
like they're dealing with like the cold weather that we got nowadays? Like, oh god, that makes so much sense now.
God.
Gotta have a hairy bush for the winter, you know, because it's like, oh, it's cold outside. That's the thing. I told you about the updates that came to the game, right? There's like this one update right now where it's like, if you wanted to, you could have her like drink your pee, and I'm like, yo, I don't know who this is for. Staying away from that.
It's for that dude that created it. We should have him interview.
It's for people who enjoy like water play.
That's the thing. Like I told you guys before, like this guy has a Patreon, right? Let me see. Hold on. He goes under the alias Techno Break. He also has a Twitter. Hold on. What the fuck, dude? This guy's making like almost. Oh god. Hold on. He's making almost $5,000 on Patreon every month.
Bro.
Shit,
He has 653 patrons. People want to see this.
I was misogyny, people pissing me, and I'll make like 10,000 a month.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Patreon is usually for like those weirdos that want to see feet pictures, bro.
Yes, sometimes you do need to be a little off.
Diego, when are you gonna start drawing guru pictures? We gotta level up, bro. We gotta cross those boundaries. It's time to start drawing some of the most disgusting porn available.
When I'm fucking dead.
Mama, we want to see some Jenna German donkey latex porn. There's Germans, there's donkeys, and there's leather.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if a next update comes up and like just like now you can have a horse. Fuck you.
You know, I'm looking at his Patreon right now. It says, I am currently creating Nimpri, a vanilla netto rare netto race HRPG, non-safe for work. Thank you for reading. And I'm like, wow, it's got all 3 flavors. What the hell is a netto race? I've heard of rare, where it's like, I guess it's like the girl has, like, it's out of the girl's point of view, or it's like it's out of her hands. But then race is like, I don't know, is she willing to do that sort of thing? Is she willingly cheating on them?
I have no clue. I just know it's probably gonna fall from some fucking ugly ass motherfucker that somehow makes women's pants.
Oh my god, Deputy Director Chief Yagami, how could you? It's always like the boss of this dude who's like an office worker or something. And he's like, yeah, don't worry, sonny boy. Here's like 1,000 yen. Go to the convenience store and take your time picking out some refreshing, cool water for us. I was like, whoa, okay, boss. I'm gonna head out. Don't do anything weird with my wife. And the guy leaves. He's like, yeah, I have you all to myself now, my pretty. Yeah. Like, yo, bro.
The plot twist is that the husband enjoys it because he's a cooker.
Oh, even bigger plot twist. He comes back home and they're playing Pokemon. It's like, hey, I want to level up my Snorlax so he can run 10 miles. It's like, no, you don't understand. You gotta grind the alpha battles. It's like, I got a friend of mine. His name is J. Jonah Jameson. He knows how to play this game like the back of his hand.
I can imagine J. Jonah Jameson having every Pokemon except spider-related Pokemon.
I got almost all the Pokemon, Peter. I need you to take me a photo of something else. Well, what kind of photos do you want me to take, Mr. Jameson? I need you to take me photos of something very elusive. Not spiders. Something even more dangerous. Incels. Let me get all the photos of the incels you can get. Some wispy, scrawny looking guy with some subhuman jawline or something. He's like, I don't know if I can do that, Mr. Jameson. He's like, come on, Peter. You've already been here long enough. You can already take a photo of some wispy ass guy who's probably still playing Smash Bros. It's like, okay, I'll try my best. It's like, come on, you gotta be a Chad, Peter.
This is probably canon. It's some universe in Marvel.
Peter, you gotta swallow the black pill. You don't understand, Peter. All these women, all they want to do is take advantage of you. They want you to spend all your money, go on a date with them, and then when you want them to like go back to your house, they tell you no. And then they go with some other guy to some other place. That's why I'm divorced from my wife. It's like, yo, dude, are you okay, Mr. Jameson? Like, you don't understand, Peter. One of the biggest fears that you can have is when someone takes your sandwich and steals it, and then they cuck you. They cuck you, Peter. You get cucked. It's like, you don't want to get cucked, Peter. Peter.
Peter has been known to have girl problems. Like, what about that? Remember the time? What's it called?
Mr. Jameson, I was dating this girl named Gwen Stacy, and then she fell, and she never got back up. Like, ooh.
No, but remember in the Raimi trilogy, like in the second film, like he was like Mary Jane's like, oh, I'm dating J. Jonah's son, and he's like, oh.
Oh.
And the third one, he's like, "Oh yes, Bryce Dallas Howard, fuck me." No, never mind. I want that cheating bitch.
And
like,
the thing is, like, I fucking got confused. I didn't notice that. Like, was there ever a Gwen Stacy in the Raimi trilogy? I don't remember.
She only appeared in the third film.
Oh.
She only appeared in the third film. Where, like, in the comics, she was the first woman. Where in the Raimi trilogy, it's Mary Jane.
Oh, they blended her personalities and all that to like together.
So, right?
What?
Like, they kind of blended a bit of, like, Gwen into Mary Jane before actual.
That's like a no.
Cause I'm like eager to see what like the multiverse of madness is gonna be about. Freaking like, I want to see that Doctor Strange movie. I haven't seen the first one, but from what I heard, it's like really good. Benedict Cumberbatch, so I want to see like how.
Me and Diego have watched Doctor Strange a lot. Like we watched a lot. Like before you came over on Christmas, we watched Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
It's not as popular as you think it is, though. Like people are like, oh, like Doctor Strange is a cool hero, but like his movie, they kind of low key kind of booty hole in the box office.
Well, that's the thing, cause like I noticed that like a lot of people they compare like the fact that this guy has like a sentient cape with I don't know if you're familiar with Spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I think in Spawn the cape is a weapon there too.
All I'm saying is, I mean, who owns Spawn?
Todd McFarlane.
Imagine fucking Marvel buys Spawn.
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, Sony bought Bungie. They bought the dudes that are making Destiny.
That'd be a big power move if Marvel bought Spawn.
I mean, like, I told Diego before, like, yo, if Nintendo wanted to, they could buy Sega.
Yeah, but I mean, Sega's dying right now.
Dude, I heard that their arcade division is like done with now. It's over.
So they're low key like in debt. So not in debt. Sorry, like they're just low key losing money. So Nintendo said, "Hey, let's quote unquote collaborate."
Diego, add another thing that I wanted to ask you about. So regarding Genshin Impact, what's up with all these people being like mad horny over the characters? Because it's like there's people that want to like see pictures of like freaking the main character. I don't know their name. There's people that are fans for another character named Mona. And then there's fans for people with like another character named Amber, another one named Jean, another one named Ganyu, that sort of thing. I'm sitting here thinking like, who are these people? Why are they like one of the most like top 10 searched things on Twitter? A crack appears in the wall. It appears that I have the upper man. Or the upper hand, something like that. About to give you guys my freaking Carl Weezer impression. Ah, Jimmy! You gotta be a Sigma male, Jimmy! You gotta swallow the black pill. Jimmy, I love your mom. Ah. I'm sitting here thinking like, why would anyone want to be like him? Jimmy, so one time I saw two people, they were moving in the woods. Jimmy, you gotta chase the Stacy.
All right, back.
Welcome back. Ah, Jimmy, you gotta do the frame blast the right way. See, one time I was looking at your mom, and I really liked her. Ah. Hey, Jimmy's mom! Hey, Jimmy's mom! Do you like Pokemon? What if, like, Carl managed to, like, successfully convince Jimmy's mom to play, like, Pokemon?
Oh my god.
I'll be your number one trainer. It's like, oh, Carl, thank you. You can help me catch a Piplup. He's like, oh, that's easy. He's like, one of the... I don't know if, like, there are starter Pokemon in that game or if it's, like, a different Pokemon. Not familiar.
No, you have to catch one in the wild. The starters are Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott.
Wait, what the fuck? Cyndaquil, that's familiar to me. Isn't that a Johto Pokemon?
Yeah, it is. It's got a new Hisuian form in Typhlosion.
Oh.
It's my profile picture, man.
See, that's the thing, because I haven't played the game, so I don't really know. I'm not familiar with, like, all the Pokemon. Like, I understand that that's a Typhlosion, but I just didn't know that was from the game. I thought that was like one of those like fan drawings.
Yeah, it's from the game. It becomes a ghost fire type.
Okay, let me tell you the dilemma that I'm in right now. All right, so I gotta figure out how to build the other burger that these people like that I ordered. It's something called the Land, Sea, and Air Burger. So the idea is they gave me these 3 separate burgers, and I gotta figure out a way to blend them together to make a coherent sandwich that I can put together.
The adventure to Chipotle.
Oh, hi.
Heck yeah, bro. I'm looking at this sandwich, it's like the Land, Sea, and Air Burger. How do I mix these 3 to make a coherent sandwich?
What's the Land, Sea, and Air burger? Oh, a filet-o-fish, chicken, and what's the Air burger?
The Air Burger is supposed to be the McChicken, I guess? I don't know. Because one of them comes from the Land. Land, I think of like Big Mac. So I'm guessing I put the filet of fish on the bottom, and then I get the bun from the filet of fish. I put that bun on top of the bun from the Big Mac, and then I put a McChicken on top of that. Land, sea, and air. Hold on. Oh god.
You're gonna try that now?
The Land, Sea, and Air Burger. You have a once in a lifetime chance for this. Actually, this is a secret menu item. They just made like publicly available. So it's like, yeah. The Land, Sea, and Air Burger. Hold on. The first one comes with land. So I'm putting the Big Mac on the bottom. And then sea. Okay, so I'm gonna put that burger on top of that burger. Oh god. And then air. Oh, I've created a monster. Hold on. I'll send you guys the photo. If you wanted your heart to stop, it would probably look something like this.
Don't eat it then. Please don't eat it.
No. I'm gonna save this for the parents. Nah.
For the what?
Oh god.
Oh, fuck me. That looks gross. Kinda looks like you just stacked it together instead of like put into one bun.
That's the point. It's a secret menu item. You're supposed to put all 3 together.
This is gonna be a fun adventure.
This Nikocado Avocado is licking his lips hungrily. He's like, yo, you're gonna eat that?
Can I have a bite, please? And then you say no, and he just screams.
He's like, ah!
I remember somebody. You know what? I know everyone knows that he's like acting and stuff, but this man could beat the world record. Not the world record. The record of being the most documented man on history, next to Christian.
Fucking.
Let's be real here, because like Christian's been out of the news for a little bit, because we all know why. Nikocado Avocado is kind of like taking that space because a lot of people keep making videos about him. I mean, we all know it's a hoax. Like Nick has confirmed like Nikocado Avocado's persona.
We don't even know if that's a hoax. He could probably be just that mentally ill.
I think it's a hoax. There's no way someone would go that far to get clout on the internet.
You'll be surprised, Lucas. Some people just...
No, I know, but I watch all those like YouTuber videos all the time, but like that's like killing other people. This man is straight up killing himself for clout. That's like I don't know, like that's never happened on YouTube, so I don't know like what to really say to that other than like, bro, like you get what I mean.
This is just like...
Where's Gene? Is Gene there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just still staring at the burger.
I thought you were gonna put your input.
I mean, you gotta remember what separates
Nikki from Christian. Christian got into a lot of like really fucked up situations, influenced by trolls. Simply and probably in his own way of thinking, will give him a one up, and because he's dumb. Nikita's dumb, but he hasn't done anything that would like be Christian worthy aside from stuffing himself to death.
I mean, then again, that's what I mean. Like, it could be a hoax to where he'll just think, since he wants more clout, he'll just say something, and then boom, he's canceled or some shit like that. But yeah, that whole Christian situation's fucked. Gene, did you hear?
Yeah, freaking the thing with Christian was terrible.
Wait, but like his court date got pushed even further, so he's probably gonna be in jail till past his 40th birthday.
Why are they pushing back the court date?
We were trying to, like, they haven't, I mean, maybe they updated the website now, but when
Yeah,
I checked up on the quickie website or whatever, the Encyclopedia Dramatica page or whatever,
Yeah.
they really didn't give a good explanation. So I'm probably assuming that either there's one or two things. One, because of COVID, that's probably one thing. Or two, there still isn't enough evidence on what happened. But I don't know. Like there has to be something to do with the evidence, or they have to push the court date even further. Maybe they have to check his mental health evaluation even more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not so sure. Maybe Barb couldn't stand her defense, and neither could her lawyer. Like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of
there's only like two particular there's like two what is it, places that I'm afraid of looking up Encyclopedia Dramatica. The first one that I'm afraid to look at is a place called the Offended section in Encyclopedia Dramatica, if you're familiar with that.
Why
There's a
don't you look
section
up
called Offended.
Okay, how about look, like if you want to know a lot about Christianity, you would have to go to the Quickie. CWCKI. Like that has every single thing you need to know about Christianity, even like random dumb shit that you would never think about.
That or if you don't want to know any of the things that you don't want to know about Christian, like the small details that really like to you it just gives you useless information. But if you want to learn like all his entire like storyline and his character arcs and stuff like that, I would watch the documentary Christian
by Gino Samuel, like
a comprehensive history of Christian.
As of right now, it stands on 59 parts.
Yeah, he said that he was going to release the 60th part early 2022, spring 2022. But like from what Gino Samuels is doing now, like he's doing music and stuff. He's pretty successful off of that. So I highly doubt he's ever going to continue the series. And not only that, there's not really much to talk about him anymore because he's in jail. Mm-hmm. Unless he got into a fight or something, I don't know, or got into a relationship.
I can just imagine like somebody's like, yo, so I heard that you do drawings, right? And I heard about this place called Quickville. Why don't you show me what that place looks like? And the guy's like, yeah, sure. All I gotta do is just take out my handy sketchbook over here, and he's like
it just go. He just yeah. I do. Sonny, true.
I can draw an original character for you. All you gotta do is give me like $10.
He goes, yeah. No, all you gotta do is just give me some commissary.
It's like yeah. Get on the ground. It's like wait, what? Like if you
dude, I just
make it harder.
I just love it because like dude that entire situation is just crazy. Oh yeah, the girl that did all that shit to Chris, she's in prison too, I think, and she also got suspended from college.
Fuck yeah, bro. You don't do shit like that to someone, but at the same time it's like she's like weirdly catfishing him, so it's like the waters are a little murky on that.
She wasn't catfishing him, she was blackmailing him to do something that because of his disability. That's probably why it got
oh, I'm sorry.
pushed
I was
further.
Confused. I didn't know that it was like it was to that extent.
Like she was like taking advantage of like his mental state.
Yeah,
that's cruel.
She was taking advantage of his mental state to do something that was honestly like Chris may have done but wouldn't do.
Where you talking about the thing with like him and his mom, or is
Yeah.
Okay,
That like don't get me wrong, and Chris has done some very questionable things with Barb in the past, so I never put it out of the realm of possibility. But when it happened, it was like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, yo, you have to like take your glasses off, like just take a step back, and like
he actually
what
did
world
it.
are we living in? Like
man, it just seems like even when he was like done with the internet, there like the trolls somehow found a way to like mess with him. Like you know how he thinks of, you know how this whole world merge thing was going about?
Mm-hmm.
That was because a few people called the idea guys told him what he wanted to hear, and through that his like mental state just deteriorated.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You see, that's the problem. That's why I tell people, especially when it comes to like people who are like because a lot of the people who follow me on Instagram and stuff like that, they're kind of like they like to troll people, but they don't. Mm-hmm. But the majority of them are horror fans, but like the small amount are like meme people that like have like those weird memes or whatever. So
Like I tell them, like if you're gonna bully someone on the internet, don't I'm honestly like don't do it. But like if they are like have a certain line across, and they're like why? And it's like because look at the perfect example is Christian. Look how he acted against on the internet, and someone could be like that and be way worse. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you never know someone's severity of you'll never know someone's severity's mental state when you're trolling them like that. Because let's be real here. If Christian wasn't so childish, right? He didn't have like that childish like he was childish, but like let's take away like 50% of that, and he's like kind of serious. He could have shut up somebody. Do you know what I mean? Like that like I don't know. I'm on the fence. Christian made it worse for him by posting shit like that on the internet. But at the same time, he should never been treated the way he was.
Okay, so
I don't know if you agree with me so much, Gene.
yo, I got my shit now.
Yeah, even worse. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I tell him like I don't think Christian should have posted what he posted on the internet. But at the same time, like it's the people who are trolling him's fault too. Like Ian Brandon Anderson and fucking Casey and all that other stuff. That it's their fault that his mental stuff deteriorated the more it did.
And now, yeah, they're at fault. But you know who's also at fault?
Yeah, Christian.
Yeah, because he never fucking learns.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like, like I said, I blame him for 50 of it. Maybe I'll give him.
It's a 50.
No, but like the thing is, like for me though, like as a guy who, like I don't know, like opposite side because they want to say it, and people who will claim to be psychologists or this and that who also have really bad credibility, they just sound like fucking idiots. And Joe Rogan's there, like, yeah, no, I agree, I believe this, and this. It's like, dude, you sound like an idiot. Every single time he has Jordan Peterson on that podcast, it makes me want to shoot myself.
Bruh. Trigger warning.
So, oh boy, just that whole situation is stupid. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I needed to get that rant out.
I mean, like legit, these type of people are the reason why I'm not getting vaccinated too. Aside from my own personal beliefs.
Yeah, no. I mean, again, like I said, I'm vaccinated. I don't really care if someone isn't or not. But it's like, yo, can you chill, please?
I'm vaccinated because I have like a monetarily reason to do so. My job is like offering incentives for people to do that sort of thing. So I feel like it would be in my best benefit to vaccinate myself anyway.
That's how they get you to try to get it. They're promising you shit that should be given out already. If you like sell your fucking body, you're sacrificing your bodily rights. That's what I fucking hate about it.
Wait, what do you mean by like bodily rights? I'm not sure I follow. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do that, but at the same time, if we don't do that, then they choose to.
But you're seeing it in most places and in other places that you can't go to this place or that place, or you can't go to work, or they'll offer you something extra if you get vaccinated. Like, I'm like, why should I sacrifice my choice to not get vaccinated just because they're inconveniencing me from basic human needs?
Right.
I don't know if it's basic human needs, but like if you want to, you could try going to a different place, and over time, like because
I shouldn't.
What do you mean by like why not? Because like you don't have to like comply with their beliefs. You don't have to comply with those rules.
But they're trying to make you comply.
Okay, but you can just say no.
And then what else? And then what'll happen? Like they'll probably tell like there are other corporate bodies or something like that, and just by not complying, shit gets harder for you because you didn't comply and get the vaccine.
I mean, I think that's the reason why some
Hello, can I get 3 burritos?
Look, I'm just saying this right now. I am not getting vaccinated. And that is because I believe that we should have a choice.
I mean, you are making your choice. Like, that's fine. That's your decision. It's just that these people that want to do this corporate stuff, they have this hive mind mentality where, oh, if you're not joining what everyone else is deciding to do, then for the sake of saving face, they're going to make those decisions. And
on all 3 of them, it's going to be white, right?
Which is why, like, people have this, like, belief that's like, oh, well, they're taking away our rights. And it's like, well, they're just deciding to go with what everyone else is doing because most of these people are like having that hive mind mentality. So it's like the reason why all these like businesses and stuff like that
on all 3 of them
is because like in the interest of what they consider a uniform policy, if they all decide to say, hey, we're going to have you guys like be vaccinated or we're going to fire you, then they choose to make that decision because they want a certain
lettuce and tomato on all 3 of them. That's it.
Not everyone has to comply with that, and they're free to like not comply with that. And it's like if you
I'm
choose
sorry?
to not comply
That's
with
good.
that,
Thank
then
you.
you choose to like not be a part of that workforce, which is totally fine. I mean, like it looks like they want to take away your rights, but it's like they're just offering you an ultimatum. It's like one of those like clingy, jealous girlfriends that's like, hey, you're either like ignoring like all types of like women to like be with me, or like you could take a hike
that's
and
good.
like I'm breaking up with you. That type of thing. At least that's the way I see it. And like some people either just like decide to like get the cards laid out and like deal, or other people just choose to like pick up their ball and just like go somewhere else, which is totally fine. They're both two sides of the same coin, honestly. Because it's like, even if you do get vaccinated, it's not going to completely prevent you from getting the disease anyway. It's just trying to, in the interest of public interest, like try to prevent something from happening. That doesn't mean that it will completely eradicate it. Because I know like freaking people over there, like Australia, they when they had like an outbreak of the virus, they did like a complete like total lockdown of like the country, and then over like.
And can I also get a large bag of chips?
Like, that went away.
Yep.
But of course, like not everyone in America is gonna follow those rules, which is why there's like these outlying cases that like happen at
Thank
times.
you so much.
What if they need to Photoshop?
Apparently, Putin fell asleep during the Olympics.
Oof, maybe he just got a little tired, just like Sleepy Joe. Bro, you know it should be like an Olympic sport, smoking a pack of Black and Milds and running on the track.
I don't know.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, sir. You too. Okay. I have secured the bag.
Hell yeah, bag secured. Let's go.
Bag secured.
Meet them boys.
Opening ceremony, bro.
What?
Wait, that was in the opening ceremony? Oh man, I gotta look this up. Ooh, I'm gonna get DMCA'd for this. Yeah.
Oh no,
That
you're getting
actually-
DMCA.
that needs
It's over
to
for
be-
you.
That needs to be
Ooh.
and like, no, for real, that needs to be, they need to do with what they did with Sanders. Just like Photoshop him in like all different places and shit.
Mm.
I know it worked better with Sanders because of the mittens and shit. It was all
Fucking mitten.
Hold on a second. Getting ready for the blizzard, aka the cold.
Can't believe he fucking fell asleep.
Oh, guys, that reminds me. I got like a link from a friend of mine. They say that Build-A-Bear just recently launched a series of other teddy bears that you can have. It's called the After Dark series. These are horny
adorable.
teddy bears. So yeah, would you like to build a After Dark bear to keep you some company? The most interesting bear in the world. Hey, boo-boo, I think I've been stuffing myself for something more than honey. It's a stock side effect. You'll hear it like if you stay on the internet long enough. So guys like Journey to find himself.
You know, I honestly, I'll be honest, I never thought as a human being that I would walk and sick.
Dude, you know what else I didn't think about like as a human being? I didn't think that NFTs would get as big as they are now. Fucking like the main like freaking CEO of Square Enix is thinking about putting them in the next Final Fantasy game. I'm like, bro, guys, if you do this, a lot of people are not gonna buy that game.
It's a fact. Like, look, if I can just stress the topic enough, like this has gone beyond what the original intention was, which is to scam people out of their money. It's now
Exactly.
it's now a fashion trend where it's cool to have your disgusting, gross-looking fucking animal NFT on your profile picture and on your games. But that's because companies know that like it's an easy way to make money. Except it isn't, because people are becoming more aware of what NFTs are, which is basically a load of nothing being sold as something.
I'm telling you, this is all gonna sound stupid until the metaverse comes out, and then you're gonna
Dude, let me
realize,
tell you
oh, you can
something.
put an NFT as like an image on like your wall or something, and it's like it's a piece of art. Look at that.
Let me tell you something.
Hmm?
Let me just repeat myself what I just said. Nickelodeon, a company that is directed towards kids, is selling NFT pops. They're not physical pops. They're NFT pops of certain characters from their TV shows, like the My Life as a Teenage Robot and the girls from Monsters High and stuff like that.
Oh my god. Hello.
What's it called? Look, I'm telling you, like,
And stuff.
But you kind of like broke up over there. I couldn't hear like the rest of it, but like you were saying like they were part of like My Life as a Teenage Robot and Monster High. I remember like freaking when I was younger, like I thought like one of the Crush sisters had a lot of ass, bro. I was like, wait, hold on, what's happening with Tiffany? Oh no, oh.
oh yeah, that fucking bitch had a fucking dumpy.
Jesus Christ. And like freaking now there's like a resurgence of all that shit happening because it's like, you know, people now think it's like suddenly cool to like draw cartoon porn again. And it's like, oh God, here we go. Another resurgence of hentai and shit. We're about to see Zone make another video or whatever. My God, this person is like mad old, bro. He's like, they've got to be in like their 50s right now. It's like still thinking to themselves like, man, I can make like one more video. They're like one of those chicks that have already like been passed around in like the adult film industry, and they're starting to realize that like there's like they need younger, fresher blood, and then like they're starting to become like the leftovers. Like, oh,
next thing you know, fucking. Next thing you know, they have like fucking a porn star on Nickelodeon. I don't know, like Sasha Grey.
Oh my God. I mean, I thought Katy Perry being on Sesame Street was a little extreme, but like, yeah, I see your point.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
You know what I do want to see on Sesame Street, though? I think I would like to see The Rock show up there to show the Cookie Monster who eats all the real cookies.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, this is probably going to be... I'm just waiting for the Sesame Street episode where Elmo talks about NFTs.
Hey, guys. NFTs, funny, right?
It's like, what's his face? Grover selling all of his, like, findings for an NFT. And the episode becomes about the dangers of them. And because, like, Grover just bought a receipt.
It'll be even funnier if, like, the episode, like, the 30-minute segment or whatnot ends up becoming an NFT itself as a form of, like, life-imitating art. Because, dude, I can already see that happening with stuff like The Simpsons. Dude, think about it. Having The Simpsons available as an NFT, that shit would be crazy. I'm pretty sure that'll fetch a high price on the market. Some tech bro's gonna be like, man, I got a picture of Lisa's face for $120,000 as an NFT. I can turn around and sell it to some other poor sap for more money. And the cycle continues.
Look, I'm just saying, like, sooner or later, like, this NFT craze is gonna die down. A lot of people are losing their money over this. Under the promise that these receipts of the funny monkey picture is going to be worth thousands later on.
I mean, that's why I feel like they got to do like extra stuff nowadays. Like, oh, draw a picture of the funny monkey, but put a hat on him. And then draw a picture of the funny monkey with a hat, and he's holding a hot dog. And then it just like develops from there. Oopsie.
Hello?
Hey.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say before was that NFTs are going to, like, it's the same thing with crypto, that NFTs are going to start dying, and they're going to make the same excuse that crypto's saying and saying it's like a crypto block.
Yes.
And that's the reason why our entire existence is failing, is because we're having a block by people trying to pull out their money, or like people try to get their receipts back, or this and that. And then that's when people but you know what? At that point, like where people were saying that it was a crypto block, I don't understand how people figured that out, that it was a scam and shit. When they were saying, "Oh, guys, the reason why crypto is failing is that there's a crypto block." What the fuck is a crypto block? What's blocking you from pulling out your money?
Something that's happening in the blockchain. You don't understand, guys. What's the blockchain? Do your research. It's like, okay.
You have to believe it works for it to actually work. It's like that, like, clap your hands if you believe the bullshit.
Exactly.
Religion,
it's like it's literally the Polar Express and the fucking bell. It's like, if you don't believe in crypto, it doesn't work. But if you believe in crypto, you'll hear the bell say believe.
Because I think like the idea is like they want to have this idea that decentralized currency exists. But the thing is, they're not willing to explain the process behind it nor detail the inner workings. And because of that, it theoretically doesn't technically exist, because nobody's willing to provide the proof for the theory to even like exist as a concept.
Funny thing, a lot of like NFTs are like actually sold off in a closed circle of crypto buyers to inflate the prices to make them seem more desirable.
Exactly.
I keep telling you guys, it's all money laundering. All this stuff doesn't
exist.
People that are like freaking gangsters and shit. Yeah.
This is a theory that I have, and I've told Diego, and he says that he never rules it out as a possibility. Think about this, right, Gene? Think about this for a minute. Like, you know, process everyone is saying. I'm going to speak a little slower because I know I speak really fast when I go on rants. But okay, I think cryptocurrency has everything to do with the government. I think because of the amount of money that they've lost throughout the pandemic. Because think about it, crypto became so much more popular throughout. Oh my God. Give me a second. Hold on. because crypto became so much more popular during the epidemic, and people were trying to figure out ways how to make money faster because they wanted more money during the pandemic because they lost their jobs, they lost everything that they wanted or needed. You know what I mean? Their basic needs. So cryptocurrency became big, and then once everything kind of died down and that like everything stopped working and stuff like that, crypto set a crypto block, and that there's a block in the blockchain and this other shit. So if you can't pull out your money because of the blockchain or the crypto block or whatever, give it your money. And not only that, the crypto thing is not a bank; it's a bot that generates money. It's not a real person holding your money and giving you so much more money, because that could mean anything. You could have put in $500, and the site is making it seem like it's generating money, but it's not really generating money, and they just took your money. That's how fucking fast it's dying. Crypto. I told everybody, crypto is just a basic trend that's that's just gonna be a fade. That's gonna be a fad within the next year. It's not the future of money, and this is not. How can you how dude? If you put in 0.1 Bitcoin, is literally 1 cent.
Why it's the future of money? They tell you to go do your research.
Exactly. It's like you want to know why it's the future of money? This is why. And then if you don't understand it, then that's your fault. You need to do your research. You have to stop.
Why do you think you ask them why you think this new cryptocurrency is going to be worth more than $1, and because you educate yourself.
Exactly, and you're just there like, well, I don't know what the fucking blockchain is. Like, there's actually don't get me wrong, there's actually mad there's some people, if not very little, that I've met that were really nice crypto bros, but the majority of crypto bros are fucking douchebags.
Tech bros.
That's because they're people who want to flex their ego by how much money they pretend to possess. Like, oh, I'm a crypto millionaire, as they say while their like stocks go down.
They're fucking like, yo guys, crypto is the new alpha male technique. It's so fucking stupid. Like, yo, bro, invest into fucking Coinbase, bro. You're gonna become a Sigma male. You're becoming an investor that way. Puts $1,000 in there, gets stolen out of it. Oh no, guys, no, it's just the crypto block. If you invest more money, we'll unlock it. Totally not a fucking scam.
Yo, guys,
I got
a friend of mine that wants to hop into this conversation with us. Do you mind if I add him real quick? Well, I was talking to him about decentralized currency, and he was like, "Yo, bro, add me to this shit." I'm like, "All right, cool. Hold on."
Yeah. Go ahead. We're talking about how cryptocurrency shit.
Yo, it's lit. How's it going, King? What's up, bro?
Not much. How about you?
Hey, all right. Just vibing, chilling, potting, more or less, arguing about decentralized currency and a whole bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, we're talking about how the fucking cryptocurrency shit is a scam, and talking shit about it.
I would say most of it is a scam, but there is probably some legitimate use for it.
Yo, bro,
excuse
the
me.
thing is, you're talking freaking your fucking profile pictures talking every single time you're talking IRL, which I find really cool.
Okay, let me rephrase that. It's only useful for the rich people. Us common folk probably have no fucking use for Bitcoin and shit.
But I feel like that most of it is trying to scam the comics was it's with the promise of getting rich quick, and it still surprises me that some of these people still buy into it.
Oh no, most of it is scams. I'm not even going to debate that.
You have a lot of these false influencers like fucking Jake Paul and Logan Paul saying, "Yo, invest into this new Coinbase or this new Bitcoin thing. It's going to become the future." And then when they get called out that it's a scam, they say absolutely nothing because those companies probably pay them to say that. And then they just kind of rub their hands clean. They're like, okay, we out because we did our part.
No, Jake Paul is that's. I don't want to say it's child play, but there was actually a famous gaming organization. I don't remember. It was it wasn't Cloud9. It was some other you know what I mean? Some other professional team.
Yeah.
They got one of their members got caught with this, and they were doing this charity thing where it's oh, you $1 of this is this much of whatever fucking Bitcoin, whatever it was. I don't know what it. And actually, hold on, let me see if I can actually find this story now. I remember, what was it?
I was gonna Google it too. I was like, while you were talking, I was like, oh shit, let me just look into it because I'm thinking, like, is it the Shanghai Knights? I'm not familiar.
Gaming. Actually, no. Pro Team.
Ice Poseidon. Oh no, wait, that's a person. That's a streamer.
Oh, okay. It was FaZe Clan.
Ah.
Oh wow. There you go. There it is.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Here we go. Yeah, I just posted in the chat.
They're still alive. Holy shit! I thought they were just like making Call of Duty videos.
They still are. They're just like there to be there, and they just hang around like around the big cool YouTubers just to get some clout. But they just get like clout for one day and then they die off the next. He promoted a false Bitcoin where people invested so much money in. I think it was called Nipple Coin or something. It had something to do with tits and. It was a scam, and people were like attacking Aiden Ross, and they're like, "Guys, I was just paid to promote it, even though like he had some involvement in it."
See. Okay, just talking with Mama.
Some crazy shit like that.
Hi, Mama.
Oh geez.
Okay.
Oh boy, I sent
everyone...
this documentary. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, everyone give him shit. He talked to his mom. Give him shit.
Give him shit.
No,
Mama's boy.
My mom. No. I love my mom, Jimmy. I make a pretty good Carl Weezer impression. Just like, Jimmy, let's talk about NFTs. I like talking about NFTs with your mom.
Yo, everyone, get everyone fucking. Everyone doxed him because his mom's boy. Everyone doxed him right now.
Stocks.
So actually, speaking of NFTs, my coworker who sits behind me, he presented me an interesting legitimate use case for them. Now, bear in mind, there's a legitimate use case for them in the case that art verification. In that verifying art is actually apparently really, really, really fucking hard, according to him.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That is very factual. I there is a lot of I don't know, again, like I said, I don't know anything about NFTs, but I know some stuff about like the art community because I'm friends with some people who are in the art community, and getting stuff published in a certain art community or having a certain ownership to an art is super fucking difficult due to the fact that a lot of critics and artists in the art community are very critical, and they're overly like they're very they want it to be perfected, like they're very big perfectionist. So that I can fact is that especially digital art is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Digital art is way harder to get.
Right. Yeah. But I was actually talking about stuff like, say, like Leonardo, any of like Leonardo da Vinci's work, like verifying that what you actually have is what he actually painted and not some sort of replication, but what he painted himself. Having to get like expensive documents or having to track all those documents and whatnot, it would be, it's hard to do it now, but if like apparently you had an NFT, it would actually be easier. It'd still be difficult, but it would be much more easier to just track that piece of art.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for like that one dude that ended up like buying like $3.2 million worth of like Leo's art. And then they found out that it was mostly just like replications anyway. It's like,
that was the same. That was the same dude that happened when he flexed that like, yo guys, I got William Shakespeare's real autograph, and it ended up being a repro.
Oh yeah.
It's like those same people that. It's like those same people that flex that like they have like, oh, I have the real Supreme shirt.
That's some Hypebeast shit, bro. If you gotta stand outside like a camp for like 6 or so hours at a time just to get like one little piece of like fabric, like that's, I don't know, I feel like you're doing it wrong at that point, because it's like with the advent of like online purchasing and shit like that, wouldn't it kind of like circumvent the whole point of like having a pop-up shop with people waiting outside in a line to pick things up? Like I know, like back in the day when like freaking metal albums would come out, like freaking Nirvana would like release an album and like people would just go to like the Virgin Mobile store in like New York, and they would like wait there for like hours at a time just to go into the store, drop $15 on the album, and like walk outside with like the vinyl in your hands. Like, that was the feeling. Mm-hmm.
But like, okay, hear me out. NFT pop-up shops.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Connection with the metaverse, putting that on your phone, like, oh.
NFT pop-up shops in New York and Los Angeles and fucking Fire Festival.
Dude, don't get me fucking started on the metaverse. I don't.
Yeah. That shit's not gonna. I don't believe that the metaverse.
That's gonna bomb, bro. That's gonna fucking fall.
I've always wanted to try out Kodor, and I wanted to look for like the right time to like dive into that particular universe, because I hear like Star Wars and that lore is like, oh, so amazing. That one character, Kreia, like, oh god, she literally like deconstructs the entire premise of what it means to be a Jedi. And it's like, oh, I want to know what the fuck
That's
about.
KOTOR 2. That's KOTOR 2, not KOTOR 1.
Oh shoot! But like, yeah, like freaking the universe is still like pretty good though, because people say like when it comes to like some of the best like Star Wars lore centric games that kind of have like their own expanded universe, like people just point to KOTOR immediately. They're like, oh yeah, these two games, like bar none. If you ever have to play like two Star Wars games in your life, it's just KOTOR 1 and 2.
It's like what the fuck? No. No.
It's like, hey guys, you want to help us develop the metaverse?
No.
Oh my goodness,
dude.
I mean, maybe after KOTOR releases, I may sell my soul to the devil to Facebook, but not yet.
No, not yet. Not now. Not in the near future, but possibly before I die. Dude, no, that's Jesus. This whole dude, the metaverse is just gonna die.
Here's what I think is gonna happen. Like when people are just like done like talking about the metaverse a few days, it's like Facebook is still gonna be talking about it like weekends at Bernie's. They're gonna be like
the first time it's like okay,
like they're gonna be like dancing around this like dead corpse, like still saying he's still like it's still alive, guys. It's like this time he'll do something. Like people are just gonna pretend it's alive just so like Facebook doesn't have a tantrum.
Actually, didn't Facebook stocks drop? Yeah, Meta Platforms Inc. It dropped from February 2nd. It dropped what was it? Wow, nearly $100, $90.
That's for Facebook standards. I mean, not so steep, but like that's kind of steep. That's pretty crazy.
I'm still kicking myself that I did not buy fucking stock in Activision Blizzard when it was going in free fall.
Yeah, and then that which company bought Activision? They did that power move.
It was Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft. Dude.
And Sony bought Bungie.
Sony bought Bungie?
Yeah. You didn't know?
No, I'm a virgin to that type of news. Holy shit. Damn, so Sony now owns Halo, basically. No, 343 owns Halo now.
They own the original.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Sony owned Halo, that would be like a fucking cold day in hell.
Yeah.
A very cold day in hell.
Yeah, everyone lose their shit. Be like, what? Halo's gonna be on PS4 now? PS5? That's a sin.
Yeah, I have heard there. What's it called? Gene has had some speculation about like Xbox becoming a Microsoft exclusive, which I can see being possible.
It is.
Like, I can see it, but I don't think it'll be like a.
Oh, you're talking about Call of Duty. Oh,
yeah, Call of Duty. I had a brain fart there.
Sorry, I was thinking. I don't know. I mean, that can go either way, to be perfectly honest.
But
the thing is, Microsoft gets so much money from Game Pass, they probably could give less if it was on PlayStation.
Yeah, that's what they're doing with like Halo. They got the battle pass for that shit. They're increasing prices on the microtransactions, which fans aren't so happy about. But you have fans paying for it anyway. So, like, if they did that with Call of Duty, it wouldn't really make a difference.
So people are just willing to shove down money down the drain, whether they...
Yeah, there's so many possibilities now with fucking Microsoft owning Activision. You can get a fucking number 20 Hawk game, if anything.
We shall see. We shall see.
Yeah, especially with Sony owning Bungie. I do want to know what they're going to do with that.
I mean, now since they own Destiny, they're probably going to shut down Destiny's 2 servers and make a Destiny 3 if anything. I can see them doing that.
Come on, Lucas. Don't think like that.
I can see them doing that. I love Destiny to death, but like Destiny 2 compared to like most of like the modern shooters, Destiny 2 specifically, compared to like Call of Duty and the new Halo Infinite, even though Halo Infinite's multiplayer and desync is fucking shit and everything like that, Destiny 2 is like multiplayer is really fast, but it's also kind of like outdated because no matter how many times you get new guns no matter how many times you get new guns or a new type of anything, it's still the same thing. So they're probably just gonna be like, okay, guys, the Witch Queen is gonna be the last update to Destiny 2, and then after that, they're gonna make a Destiny 3 and then make it better.
Are you sure they might not pull like a Final Fantasy and do like 10 more years of DLC content?
I hope
14
not.
Was. We're talking about 14.
Yeah, I made like a reference to that. I was gonna try to like segue into like talking about Final Fantasy 14 because I hear like right now, freaking Ed Walker is breaking all sorts of records. Fucking people are excited for that. People are excited for the stuff that's happening with Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2. People are talking about the future of like Final Fantasy. People are like excited for that other game, Strangers of Paradise. Oh man, I saw like the final trailer for that game. I'm freaking hyped, bro. They use like a Frank Sinatra song in that thing, and I'm like, I don't know why. This just seems like strangely, oddly compelling. It's got like the same energy from like Dirge of Cerberus that I want to see from that game. And I'm like really excited to see what like the Team Ninja's been up to in the meantime.
Before we segue into that, we were actually talking about company acquisitions and whatnot.
Oh, right. Like freaking Microsoft like acquiring freaking Activision for like 50 billion, almost 63. Oh, it should have been an extra 3 billion. So it would have been like 69 billion instead. But it would have been
but like,
meme.
here's the thing. I didn't know that Sony bought Bungie. So I was telling them an idea because I know how I've been a fan of Bungie for a bit because of Halo, and since 343 Industries owns a Halo now, I'm not really too much into Bungie all that much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling them that Destiny 2's multiplayer and the way the game plays and the campaign and stuff is really, really stale compared to like the more like the battle royale shooters now and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I said that this is what they're probably going to do. They're going to say the new DLC compact thing, which is the Witch Queen. They're probably going to use that as their last DLC thing. And then moving forward, they're going to be like, okay, guys, we're announcing Destiny 3, but this one's going to be better than the second one. And they might add like a battle royale.
Oh, hey, mama. Oh, sí, dame un segundo. Estoy en vivo al momento. Sorry, moms. Go ahead.
Give him shit.
No, don't bully me. She'll sometimes show up here occasionally along with my little brother who's like over here in the room. Hi, Jade. Yeah. So sometimes you just hear some random like interjections that's just like them.
So regarding company acquisitions, it is kind of a weird spot to be in, at least for me. Because
I did like some of the research, but I didn't want to say anything about it. I was like, wait, hold on. Is this the same one or
and this is like the weird part where it's like I've seen a lot of gamers they like to say how this is bad, like how this is creating a monopoly and whatnot, and that is, I don't want to say it's true, but the thing is just that these acquisitions help us, the company, because it allows us to actually, create these games.
Right.
It gives us access to resources we may have never even had if we didn't go with the acquisition.
I mean, I can get the concerns, but I do understand where you're coming from, where the term has been thrown so much around, it's lost its actual meaning, and there's like more to it.
Yeah. So it's like I say, it's a very weird spot for me to be in, because it's like I've kind of been on both. I'm on the inside,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
You keep your job.
Yeah, so it's like I said, like these guys. I don't think any of these acquisitions are bad. I don't think the acquisitions are bad. It's just like I said, it's like game development is very tricky.
Yeah. Like how would you feel? How would you feel? Because Gene has brought up this idea before, and me and my brother have been like, "Holy shit, that would be a big brain move if Nintendo bought Sega."
I don't know if they will.
I don't think so, because that would be so much extraordinary amounts of money.
Yeah, like you would. I mean, I imagine Sega makes a lot from their PC market now, because they're not even a console maker anymore. They get money from Yakuza now. Soon to be probably both IRL too.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like it would be a fucking crazy move,
and it would be a waste of money. I think.
Sega honestly, when you think about it, I agree.
Sega would have to crash and burn before that would ever happen.
But guys, don't you want to see another Sega and Mario Olympic Games sequel?
Oh boy! If it has UFC, if it has like an MMA option, yeah, probably. I would like to see Sonic and Mario get out in Octagon.
That's called Smash Bros.
That's called Smash Bros. That is true.
Yo, that reminds me, but like, what if they make like another like port of like Ultimate for like the next gen Switch console game that they supposedly have in development? Because like, are they gonna give it the Ultimate treatment where they're gonna add more characters on top of the characters that are already initially available for the game, and then just keep adding it that way, or is it gonna be just like a clean reboot slate type thing?
Honestly, I don't know.
New characters.
We're talking about like a
straight up.
It's probably just going to be the same thing.
Yeah, either that or they're going to just be like, oh, here you go, guys. This is like a reboot of Smash Ultimate with all the characters, but we're going to add extra characters, and that's it. It's not really a sequel. It's just like
lie. Yeah, that's a lie.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
ask me,
like
The lie.
He thinks it's a lie. No, it's not, Gene.
if you ask me, the future of Smash seems really, really uncertain because like they're not. I don't know if they're going to be able to top this. Like you got a lot of highly requested characters, and almost all the characters in Smash history in this one game, which probably
But
was
Diego, I need my Goku with Smash.
You know what? You know what actually be the real big brain move for Nintendo to do regarding Smash?
Add Kaneki.
No, Melee HD.
Oh, okay.
That is true.
I'm conflicted about that because, like, I do want to see Leffen and Hungry Box fight again, but at the same time, it's like people already know the matchup like 8 ways from Sunday at this point, and like anyone that's gonna be decently like viable to like play Melee is gonna completely stop anyone else that doesn't know how to play Melee. And it's like
Kind of like Melty Blood.
I mean, it would breathe new players into the match, so the same 8 people don't like. I guess if it's gonna be an HD thing, then they're obviously gonna make some changes, but I feel like it could bring in new like faces into the competitive scene.
Yeah, like them making like a sequel to Melty Blood type Lumina again. Like, bro, if there can just be like a Crescent Moon version of like type Moon Lumina, like, oh, that'd be fucking great. I mean, I heard that like one of the DLC characters was like, I think half Apostle, Dead Apostle Noel, and some other character that I'm not familiar with. I'm not sure.
Aoki. I should know because I'm actually reading Tsukihime.
Oh shit, you are right.
Yeah,
you posted that like earlier. Yeah, so like, oh man, how far are you in the game? If you could like give like a spoiler, like assessment of the game so far.
I'm on day 4 of Arceus route, and yeah, it's a thing. It's. I can see why people like it. It is one hell of a fucking read.
How is the writing?
Very
anything closer to like that game that we were playing on the stream a couple weeks ago? Or is there something a little bit more like palatable that doesn't sound like it was written by some dude that hasn't touched the grass in like years?
So actually it's weird. Like, okay, so from my understanding, like they didn't, when they translated the fan translation, it's never been officially translated. And because of that, from my understanding is that they're translating the sentences exactly. So that means like it can be a little bit dry to read at times, at least for us English speakers, right?
Oh, do they have like dialogue sort of like, oh, hey, Arcoid, how are you doing? I am doing well. I see. That's fine. Shit like that.
Yeah, kind of like that. It doesn't really, but like at the same time, there are like things where it's like it feels more real, given how it's written sometimes. Like, let me post in chat, for example, like
spoilers or
maybe like kind of sort of
peeping that dual screen setup. Hey, that's what's up.
I used to have a 3-screen setup.
Hey, I bet racing games are fun for you.
I don't play racing games actually.
Darn. Well, you should. I hear like Gran Turismo 7 is on its way. It's gonna come out like next month. Like, oh my goodness, tremendous. Big fan of like old open world racing games like that. Well, it's not really open world, but like it's a simulator type game. They say that they recommend the 3-screen setup. Hey, mama, that's Mama Shadow.
But in the like situations like this where it's like written like this, where like, it feels more natural because it's like it's how a fucking human would react if he was put in that sort of situation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
Bye,
and then you get to see bye mom. But then you get to scenes where it's like okay, I can see where Nania comes in. And I can't play
like this guy fucking like takes his glasses off and he's like in a completely different person. I don't know how that works. I still gotta like fucking play the game myself. But I'm just like,
well, no, actually, so actually, the thing is with him is that if he takes when he takes his glasses off, he can see lines, and if he cuts those lines, the whole fucking thing, yeah.
The mystic eyes of death perception. That sounds so fucking metal. Oh my goodness, sounds like something that you'd fucking see like playing like Fist of the North Star or something. Just like fucking
and there's actually
the line. Yeah.
And there's actually more than one type of mystic eyes if you as you read it.
Wait, is that where that other girl comes in, or is that a completely different character?
Yeah, so Arceus has different types of mystic eyes, which I'm not going to spoil, but like there are different types of it's like if you do her route, it establishes that there are different types of mystic eyes, and they all have different abilities.
Okay, because I was confused. I thought because like I was trying to refer to like Ryogi Shiki. And I don't know if those are like 2 different people.
Ryogi is, like I said, Ryogi is from, as you know, K and K, and K and K is just pilot for Tsukihime, but they ended up making it to where it's its own separate timeline, but still shares the same base, if that makes sense.
Ah, okay. So you got like some Avengers multiverse type stuff going on here, sort of, kind of, maybe. I think like Shin Megami Tensei has a similar thing with like the Amala network.
Yeah, well, actually, that's the thing with also any sort of. So the writer's called I forgot his name, but he's referred to as Nasu or Nas, whatever you want to pronounce it. However you wish to pronounce it.
Kinoko Nasu, yes.
Yeah. So he has his own thing called the Nasuverse, which every route is canon, but it's just its own separate timeline. So like, and then you have weird things where it's like the Fate timeline in Grand Order, and yeah, the whole fucking Nasuverse is fucking insane. That's all I gotta say.
Grand Order is so weird. They have so many different servants. You don't know who to keep track of. And then there's Apocrypha with like all the fighting and like, what is it, medieval times. And I guess this is where the whole Jean d'Arc thingy comes from.
Like for me, I just don't know where to start, even to this day.
Well, you don't know where to start?
Yeah.
Like, assume if you want to read the novel, like, are you looking to read the novel or read the original VN for Fate Stay Night, or?
I don't know. That's my problem. It's like, I don't know where exactly to start, except the obvious answer, maybe where it all began.
Would it be okay for him to look at the Fate Unlimited Blade Works anime as well that came out from UFO Table, or is that like going a little bit too far towards like leaning towards the Fate Zero stuff?
I have no idea. I've never actually read Fate. I just know bits and pieces of it from my friends who are absolutely adored with the series. Like I said, that's why I'm starting with Tsukihime, which is its own separate timeline. But it's still somehow related to the Nasuverse and as a whole. But
Whoever made the
what happened to the other man?
You mean Yokai's Revenge? I think he just dropped out for a bit. He might be back later. Might be trying to get his like Chipotle order. Because we were ordering stuff from Uber earlier. I told them that I was like interested in like doing the mukbang thing. And I got fucking full with like I was like waiting for like their orders to come in, and then I just like put the sandwiches like in the fridge. I'll probably eat those later.
You mad motherfucker was trying to stack them together.
Dude, that's how they're supposed to be eaten. Apparently these things, like, they expect you, they're all like separately packaged, but like McDonald's expects you to like be like galaxy brain and like stack the sandwiches on top of each other to make the full sandwich. And that's why they come with like the little suggestion is like some assembly required. Like you're freaking assorting a bunch of Lego bricks on top of each other or something. And then you eat the entire glorious sandwich together. What did they call it, King? What was it, like a McGangbang? Literally, that's like a fucking term for it. Oh God.
No, okay, so hold on. The McGangbang. The McGangbang was actually you get two items off the dollar menu. It was a double cheeseburger or actually it may have been just a cheeseburger, but you get a cheeseburger and a McChicken. You take the McChicken and you put it inside your McDouble or whatever you just ordered. And there's your McGangbang, which is what. And when you showed me like the fucking what was it, nuggets and burger, it was like, oh, it's just like a McGangbang except with nuggets.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. They want to give it like a fair. They want to clean up the name now. They want to call it the Crunchy McDouble, whatever that.
No, it's No, they know it. They know it's in the gangbang. They know.
Because they're like freaking. Oh, you stack a Big Mac on top of all that. Oh, all of a sudden it becomes the land, sea, and air burger. Oh, so fancy. Oh.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. They were meeting with Mary Jane when they were making up those ideas.
They're probably listening to like a Def Leppard album, and they were like, you know what? This makes all the sense now. Let's do this. Yeah.
I'm
learning so much about McDonald's sandwich lore.
Yeah, we can like freaking write the book on the history. I've been like eating McDonald's since I was like a wee lad. I remember like the first thing I ever ate from like the McDonald's dollar menu was the McRib back when it was like still available. And then like the month that it was like available, which was I think October, it's like an autumn type thing. It quickly like became like sold out because people were trying to like buy them like through like other places like Sea Caucus or like online, but they just decided, you know what, this is selling like hotcakes. We don't have enough inventory to like produce these things, so we're just gonna freaking keep them under wraps and then periodically release them whenever we feel like it's an anniversary or some shit like that. Because I think the other time that they did some sort of like limited time sales type thing was when It was like, I think 1998, 1999. Mulan had just come out in theaters. And they decided, hey guys, let's make like a different type of dipping sauce that people would freaking like get with their freaking orders and shit like that. And they called it Szechuan sauce. Yep.
And that's reminding me about the whole thing with Rick and Morty.
It made it popular again because people were talking about it. They're like, yo, dude, where can I find the sauce, bro? I need the sauce. And then
I guarantee you people in the McDonald's headquarters are going, where's the fucking recipe?
They probably threw that shit away. They didn't pull a Nintendo. They were like, fuck, we're supposed to keep this in the wraps for later. See, like, I hate Nintendo when it comes to like the way they just savagely patrol their IP. But damned if they're not like some of the best game preserving people that you'll find out there. Like, they have some giant vault where they probably keep the source code of most of their projects and ports and shit like that. And they can just sit on it and wait tens of decades to periodically release them for money, and people will buy them.
It's both an up and down, all things considering.
So Nintendo's actually kind of a weird spot when it comes to those ports, because it's like, I was watching a video YouTuber, I forgot his name, but like he's not the modern video gamer. He's actually a very famous dude. He's very good at writing homebrew for consoles and whatnot. But he kind of pointed out like all the flaws in the emulators that Nintendo now uses. Because back in the day, they used to have the best emulators because they needed to. But now it's just like, because like you've seen like the Switch or the Nintendo Switch N64 fiasco, right?
Yeah, we tried it out. Like I was playing with we were playing like certain games, and I felt like there was some unintentional slowdown, and some of them it just felt wonky.
Yeah, some of them are. Some of them do have intentional slowdowns. But yeah, so like I said, they have the source code, but it's like they don't know how to write emulators again, which is weird. But because they have the fucking specs probably somewhere, so they should be able to write anyway. Yeah, software engineering rambling.
Yeah,
hey, it's okay, man. We live for this shit.
I'm no expert on it, but it does sound like, compared to, at least from what I remember playing on the Wii U, there was a little bit of a downgrade in like how they handled emulation.
Yeah. Let me see. You know what? Since we're talking about it, let me see if I can find the dude. Let's see here.
Again, I'm just going off from what I'm speculating. I just saw the videos of like those problems. I don't like own the Nintendo subscription plus because I can just download an emulator here.
The expansion pack, right?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can. Okay, so I take it back. I believe his name was Modern Vintage Gamer.
Ah, him.
Yeah. Okay. So give credit to him. He did a video on this about how flawed the emulator was, I think.
I think Narelle also did like a scathing documentary about like some of the Zelda ports.
There you go.
That also came out pretty awry, along with like all the other Nintendo Switch Online games that came out initially.
I posted a link.
You still playing stuff regarding 14? Like how are things going post Endwalker? How is the grind so far with all the post game stuff?
So I've stopped doing the raids because it's like I already have a 90 tank that's not fully geared, but it's like I still don't like. I want to do the savage raids, but it's just like it's hard to get a group going, or it's hard to do a static because in order to get a static going, you need to at least prove yourself. But in order to prove yourself, you have to pug it, and pugs are just kind of. So for those who don't know, Savage is the hardest content in the game. Like Savage rating is, well, actually, it's not the hardest, but it's up there in difficulty. And
I hear Savage, and I think of like this one girl who could drink like 200 milliliters of Jack Daniels in one go. Like holy
God
shit!
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Like freaking Jersey girls are different, dude. Oh my goodness. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, but so instead of trying to get into a Savage group, I decided, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna level I'm gonna level my other jobs. So I got an 80 Reaper finally, and Reaper is fun, at least at 80, and I can't wait to see what it plays at 90. But yeah, so I guess I'm just waiting for the next patch, because then they usually have a something called a Beast Tribe, which is like a daily quest you could do. And if you do those dailies, it gives you XP for, I guess, what would be the level ruling range for that expansion. So in this case, it would be 80 to 90. So yeah, that's what I'm essentially going to be doing. It's getting some of my 80s up to 90 because Warrior's fucking fun. It is the most brain dead tank, but god damn it if it isn't fun.
Damn, like the way you talk about this game makes me want to freaking like hop in this stuff so bad. I remember like freaking trying to like get through maybe like the first early part of like, I guess wandering with like going through the intro of like the story, seeing like this one character develop, like give you exposition, regarding like where you are like traveling in this caravan. And then I think they mentioned something about people like being assaulted or like random travelers being attacked by like unruly mobs or whatnot. I'm still feeling like a level 1 scrub lord, like just trying to make my way throughout like Mimsa and just like getting caught up in like the goings on of the city potentially. I still don't think like the game is fully opening up to me yet, but I went as far as to like, you know, get close enough to like, I guess, save my progress, maybe do 1 or 2 battles here and there, and still have to do like a bunch of fetch quests in the city before I can head out.
Yeah, it's funny because you start from an adventurer to a hey, let's kill God.
The JRPG level scale of power progression. I think freaking Shin Megami Tensei 5 also is dealing with like a similar type of power creep situation. From what I heard, there's like being plenty of discourse in the game now, since like that one popular YouTube wrote like a hit piece on it. And a lot of people are starting to like seriously. Yeah, I saw the review.
I remember him. You know what? I used to be in a Discord with him. I think he was interesting.
He's kind of like a hate him or love him type guy. His stuff is pretty polarizing.
I'm actually taking a break from SMT5. I am at the near the end of the second zone, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, I'll pick it up later. Right now, I'm doing a bunch of reading, both Tsukihime, which, by the way, people, if you're going to read Tsukihime, I should warn you right now. It's an early thousands visual novel, so that means at the end of it, there's porn, because they had to put porn in it to sell the game. Unfortunately,
did somebody say porn? Hold on,
this one got demonetized.
Oh, Tsukihime. Funny thing, I actually heard about this when I was younger through Mugen. You know Mugen?
Yeah, I remember Mugen. It's a fighting game engine.
Yeah. Like I learned about some of the characters there, but I never actually learned about the story itself.
Oh, the story itself is fucking insane. Like I won't try to hide it.
As I've heard, and then I got confused because like there are characters from Melty Blood and me back then were like thinking like, wait, is this the same thing or they're 2 different things? And then I learned that like, okay, they're the same thing.
Yes, like Melty Blood is like I don't think it takes place after Tsukihime, but it takes place alongside it or something. I don't remember.
The funny thing is that like
we can ask John, what the hell?
Sorry about that. Somebody said porn, right? Porn, huh? Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Oh my God. Yeah. We mentioned it before. I told you, like, yo, bro, I think I have a Pornhub sweater in the back. I was like, wait, hold on, I have to keep it. See, shut on my mouth.
What the fuck?
You put on a Pornhub crew neck.
Moms are the best.
I was gonna say your mom is pretty chill.
Yeah, because she thinks that it's like just a regular ass like white shirt. It's like, oh my God.
You know what? You should walk out the street just wearing that.
Bro, it's cold out here. If anything, it's doing me a favor. It's like, oh my God, I need something for these cold nights. I got a sweater. Oh, thank God.
God.
But yeah, so there's your warning for Tsukihime. Same with Fate. It has porn at the end.
Got you.
Merch.
So either you want to play it or you want to play it even more.
I've seen worse shit. I can handle it.
This concludes our potentially sponsored segment. Give me 1 second.
But back on Mugen, you could ask Gene. It's how me and him actually got introduced through JoJo because they had like Jotaro and Dio in there.
Yes, I imagine because from the 90s fighting game.
Yeah,
the 90s JoJo.
We didn't find out about the 90s fighting game till later. That's when me and him were on the peak of JoJo. Like, you remember Gene, right?
Oh yeah, I would see like those videos that you would like post online, and then I would also check out like on YouTube, early YouTube. There was this guy named Antfish who would make like these JoJo's Bizarre Adventure abridged videos that people used to like love watching. I remember seeing like all the memes of that thing too.
Speaking of which, I love. But yeah, Gene, I really have to stress. I really love that abridged series.
Oh hell yeah! Freaking especially the parts where like they would talk about Avdol and why he's going to hell and going to McDonald's. Freaking hello, it is I, Dio, and I sound like Tim Curry. I love the little freaking fake inflection that he would do. And then like whenever he actually did show up, like later on in the series, he's accompanied by the Holy Diver theme. It's like yes, of course.
I remember from the episode with Enya, he's with the child abuse throw. He's like, "What is pain?"
Oh my goodness. It was like crunching, chomping on his freaking like kneecap. And I'm like, how do you not feel that, bro? My God.
What?
Just weakness leaving the body. Like, oh my goodness. Jotaro, stop.
I'm so sad he didn't complete the Phantom Blood Abridged, but
That's the thing. I think he got like, I think he got most of like burnout from it. Because people were like complaining to him, talking about, oh, where's the next episode? Where's the next episode? And he's like, yo, guys, I'm not like a one-track pony or whatnot.
Phew, okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I'm Gene. We were just talking about like the freaking Antfish, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. See, like Gene's laughing about it too because he knows, like, yo, it was a pretty good abridged series on YouTube along with Hellsing Abridged. Hellsing Abridged.
You know
is pretty good too.
You know what's sad? I've never watched JoJo.
Really?
I've never watched. I mean, I've watched like all the. It's weird because it's like I know what happens to it, and it's like I've lost all drive to watch it because of it.
It's understandable.
Yeah,
But it's like I like the memes.
It's like it gets tired. Yeah,
But it's like I like the memes. I like how fucking stupid it is.
Oh, it gets pretty stupid.
But it's like
I will have to say that it gets pretty stupid. But I think like in terms of like stupidity, like actual stupidity, I think JoJolian takes the cake because like it's so unfocused, but it's still drags you in by you want to see how all this ends.
I kind of lost it at the part where they were being like chased by like this one insect guy, and it's called de do 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 de da da da. And I'm like, okay, that's a pretty. I wonder what the translated version of that name is gonna be.
By the way, yes, that's a real name for an insect in JoJo. We're getting to that point, but there's actually a stand called Born This Way, and I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, isn't JoJo nothing but musical references? I mean, even Dio is.
Yeah.
Dio is based on a.
Yeah, Rocky really loves his American music. Like,
but that's why they get in legal trouble, which is why they gotta like censor the names here and there. But if you like know what to look for, you can start to see how he writes his way around it too.
Hey, look, nothing will beat Limp Bizkit to Flaccid Pancake. Nothing will beat that.
That was one change. I was like, wait, hold on. And then like there was like another battle where like freaking Guido fights this one dude called Kraftwerk. But they call him in that arts and crafts. Okay, bro. Yeah, that makes sense.
they didn't even try to name it like crafts. They just named it arts and crafts.
I think like it was still a musical reference though, because that was like the name of one of their albums, Arts and Crafts, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah,
I get it. Doesn't make it less silly.
I thought Grateful Dead was another like weird edit too. It's like they just call it freaking shit. It just slipped my name. Hold on. Grateful Dead. I think it was like Heavenly something. Let me see. Grateful Dead. American. The Thankful Death. I was like, wow, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. The Thankful Death. It's like oddly like drawn out, but okay.
Wait, hold on. I had a weird thought. What was you said it was? What was one of the names? You said it was Dubbity Doo, whatever.
De do 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 de da da da. That's a Police song.
Okay, no, I was thinking. So this is probably going to show my age.
I'm 20.
But I thought we're the same age actually, so you might know this.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking like you remember the I'm Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, Planet 5. Uh-huh.
See, I thought it was referencing that at first glance. I'm like, wait, are they?
I didn't even know it was a police song.
But the insect is blue though, right? Wouldn't it be like a triple reference in that case? It's a blue insect, and it's called de do 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 da da da.
To be fair, there's not a solid canon color for characters except for like I guess Dio, who's always yellow.
Oh, that's another thing that I like. How they play around with that in the anime. They have like so many different colors for the characters, and it's like due to like the increasing intensity of things that happen. So you always see them with these very like abstract artwork type colors, where it's like they always have contrasting like blue and orange, black and white, red and blue, that sort of thing. They're always like drawn in parallel to each other. So when things happen, you just see like the close up go to their face, and they're all like. Cuck face, like, oh no, what's gonna happen? And you see like the little segu that goes to like the side of the screen is like JoJo to be continued and shit. It's like, oh my god, so many twists and turns. Mm-hmm.
Isn't the next volume or I guess the next story like JoJo Mama whatever?
JoJolands, yes.
Wait, that's what it's called. I heard it was JoJo Mama or something.
Oh, well, I mean, like, there's gonna be a like a spin-off manga that talks about the exploits of like one of the characters who's like the mother of another important character in JoJo.
Nope, it is JoJolands. You're right.
I still don't know what that's a reference to because in my head I keep thinking, wait, is this like Badlands? Because I think there was a show on Netflix that was like that, but I could be mistaken. And then it's supposed to deal with like the alternate universe equivalent of like Whole Horse and Josuke Higashikata's like journey together. And I'm like, what the hell do they have to do with each other? And how does that all make sense in like the grander scheme of like part 8? Because I think it's supposed to be a prequel to part 8. Hey, welcome back, Yokai.
Welcome back.
I really don't know. Like after being disappointed with the ending, I just don't know where it's gonna go.
Wait, people didn't like the 8th part's ending?
It's polarizing.
So kind of like D3 or Danganronpa 3.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Guys, spoilers for Danganronpa 3 and JoJo Part 8 in case anybody's keeping track.
Now, bear in mind, I don't know actually what happens in part 8, or I don't know what happens in Danganronpa 3. All I know is that apparently a lot of people fucking hated it.
Ooh.
I only know a little bit of it because I spoiled myself a little bit for the ending a little bit because I do that to myself a lot.
I heard it was wrapping up, and that's when I caught up, and I'm just like, that's it?
Yeah.
So kind of like Tokyo Ghoul's ending in a way.
Yeah. I think out of the 3, I think Tokyo Ghoul's ending was worse.
Oh no, it was. I have a Juzo profile pic if it isn't obvious.
Juzo?
I think.
Yep. Juzo Suzu, yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I think the issue with Tokyo Ghoul's ending was that it was just rushed. Like you could definitely tell he was tired of it and he just wanted it to end.
Yeah.
I can understand that. Like, if I can be honest, I've seen the Beastars ending, and yeah, you can tell when a creator is like, "Yeah, I'm done. I just want this to get done."
But you know what? At least Tokyo Ghoul got an ending.
Yeah.
True.
Uh-huh.
It didn't get the Bleach. It didn't get the Bleach treatment where it's like they just had to wrap it up.
Yep, I'm a big fan of Bleach, so when I can admit that it has a lot of flaws, but I still love it. Now we're actually finally getting an ending, but I have to wait till October. I think it was like 2023, I think, or 2022.
So
That being said, actually kind of related to JoJo and Tokyo Ghoul, apparently the create.
Okay, now I'm mad at Jules. Why are you acting like you care now? I hear Juza and I think of this Juza from Fist of the North Star.
Except this Juzo is way more crazier.
He does a bunch of like off the wall shit later on in like other chapters.
Oh, that's
okay. So
I don't want to spoil it, but he's he's been through some stuff.
Okay, so if you ask me, I think the problem with Part 8 is that's played too many of its good cards at the beginning. It just like, I don't want to say it falls flat. It's just like it just kind of doesn't feel like something's happening.
Yeah.
Like they already played off like what is probably the big thing, and it's like, okay, yeah, that's how you're gonna end it.
Are you talking about the thing with like the Lokakaka fruit and the things that happen with the Higashikata family and how little by little things start getting more stressful for them?
No, I'm talking about how it just right off the bat already revealed that Gappy was 2 different people fused from the rocks, and they never tied up the loose end with Holly.
Okay, what if Badlands solves that, and in order for that to exist and make sense, it had to be left deliberately vague like this in Part 8?
That'd be okay. I just wanted to be explained.
Yeah, because like they're gonna make it with the intent of it being a prequel to Part 8 in a sense.
Wait, what?
Wait,
The new one's gonna be, the new part is gonna be a prequel?
Yeah,
Okay,
because it takes place from like the perspective of alternate universe Whole Horse and Josuke Higashikata. I don't exactly know where Holly fits in and all that too, but I assume that through some way, shape, or form, Joseph Joestar, alternate universe Joseph Joestar, has to get in contact with Holly somehow. Because in the last parts of Part 8, we get introduced to alternate universe Joseph Joestar, who shows up to help Holly. Because I guess in this universe, they're not necessarily related to each other. And he helps her get out of a situation with some weird, I I guess it's like a curb sign, like a railing or something off the side of an overpass, and that thing ends up like drawing people into getting sucked into it. Like it's one of those like weird philosophers like stone fruit, and he ends up like narrowly like saving her using the power of like Hermit Purple, who shows up as a stand in part 8. Spoilers in case anyone didn't know, because I have to mention it again just in case, because some people are like taking it down. It's like, what the fuck? I got triggered. How did he not say that? Like, yeah.
Oh boy, are we gonna have are we gonna have like a JoJo version of Spider-Man No Way Home, where it's like 3 different Jotaros meeting in one universe?
Well, didn't they try doing something like that for the session that they were having like earlier last year? Like all Joe Stars like summit, something like that. They had like the Joe Star summit.
I thought they
like,
did. I thought they did that. I thought they did that in the video game, but it was like All Eyes on Heaven or whatever.
Yeah, Eyes of Heaven. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's gonna be like a fucking No Way Home with all the Jotaros from meeting all into one and Joe Skays and stuff, and they're like, oh my god, you're from a different universe, and then all their enemies
they
who
end
know.
up like freaking making that weird light novel called freaking wasn't there like a light novel with George Joestar?
Yeah, that crazy fucking thing with 32 cars on Mars.
Yeah,
Wait,
dude. There's a light novel that goes off the rails when it comes to the story of JoJo. Let me see if I can look it up.
Yeah, like one of them has like cars trying to fight Kira for ownership of Killer Queen.
I don't know.
You know what? I was gonna say. You know what? Araki can write whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, and he could get away with it. Not gonna lie. Fans will be like, "Oh my god, this makes so much sense," and then Araki forgot.
Yeah, dude, the novel's just called George Joestar, a JoJo side story. He is the own protagonist. He doesn't just die in part 2. He's actually important to the story somehow. And I think this was made like after part 8 or part 3. I'm not familiar. Let's see. Made in like 2012. Okay. So this was definitely during like part 8's run. They just decided to make that. And they were like, hey guys, check it out. Actually, this guy wasn't just a one-off character that died from a vampire off screen. He's actually like really important to the story of JoJo somehow. So yeah, all that happens.
And it's just fires a lot of like stuff that's like, it's still questionably canon, to put it lightly.
So, kind of related to JoJo in a weird way. So the creator of Tokyo Ghoul, what's his name? Shui Ishida? Hold on. What was his name? Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, Sui Ishida. So he has been reading a lot of JoJo. Ooh. And now he is now releasing a manga in his spare time. This is just his pet project, his passion project. It's called Chojin X. I mean, it's got a Viz Media link to it, and it already has up to 15 chapters.
Oh shit!
X, what's it about?
I don't know. I have yet to read it. Like, I'm one of those weird people that likes to I like for the manga to be really ahead before I read into it, because then so that way I don't run into like a wall where it's like, oh, I'm all cut up now. I gotta wait 3 months for the next volume, or I'm gonna forget a bunch of shit.
I don't know, like I have a part of me that feels like it's important to like catch up in a sense, so that way you could be like part of the developing conversation on like what's happening and like manga forums and stuff like that. I know the Attack on Titan fan base deals with this shit like every other week or so.
Don't talk about Attack on Titan. I'm actually reading it.
Oh, okay. I won't say anything. I'm just saying, like,
all I know is that I said, okay, so I did watch Attack on Titan the anime back in college. And I only watched season 1, and then I kind of fell out of it for whatever reason. And then, like, when I'm starting to see the 4th season, like all the stills, it's like the only thing I'm thinking is like, okay, what the fuck happened? Like, what the fuck? And now I'm reading it because it's like, okay, it's all done. I got so I got volumes. Let's see here. I just finished volume 7. I'm about to read volume 8, so that would be the end of season 1. Then I have volumes 9 through 28 ready to go.
Hey,
so a little bit into season.
A good read, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right.
Yeah, so apparently it's like Tokyo Ghoul mixed with JoJo.
Yeah, I get like Tekka Man vibes off of this thing. It's like, hey, assimilate with me or die. Like, oh, okay, you don't really leave much of an option, but to like join you forcefully against my will. All right.
The only anime right now,
like Tekka Man, but like, oh my god, it's something. Yeah.
The only anime I've been watching / reading right now that's like really caught my eye as I wait for the finals. Finally I wait for the final season of Bleach. I've been watching and reading Jujutsu Kaisen a lot.
How you liking it?
About
it's fucking
Bleach. God, we've been waiting so long. 14 years. I am so glad that we're getting out of the shadows and finally getting ready to like see how this stuff ends. I mean, I would have loved to see a couple more arcs developed in order to like see the gradual progression of like how the characters are doing what they're doing and like the last couple of chapters in the arc before like this giant time skip part. But yeah, it would still be nice to I guess have some sort of like clip show thingy, like give us context on like what's happening before like the final season starts. Because I don't know if they're just gonna drop us like in the middle of things. Like, oh yeah, who's this Ash Noct guy? We're gonna
Here's the thing. The majority of the fans already know the ending because the manga still went on and they finished it with the same Bloodborne arc and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I just only see them still changing a couple things to the anime adaptation of the season, but it took them so fucking long. Like and the way they ended it, if you even call it an ending, the last season of Bleach, I don't know where they're gonna pick up from that because the manga was completely different. It's just I've waited. It took them long enough, basically, and I would love to see more arcs, but the amount of filler arc that Bleach already has, I think I'm fine.
Bro, I remember losing it when like I was hearing the story about how like this dude like Ichigo's like running around. He had, okay, spoilers for last couple of seasons of Bleach, but there was like something that happened where he ended up like trying to regain his Fullbringer powers, and he was running around with like the Soul Reaper badge that he got like way back in like season 1. And this thing somehow gave him the ability to fire swastikas at people. And people were like,
oh yeah,
is this okay? Like, Bleach, what are you doing? And it's like, I guess it deals with like something. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was gonna say, like, wait, was it actual swastikas or was it like the kanji?
It's the manji type, but people looked at it and they were like, oh my God, those are swastikas. What the fuck? Like, I think they even had to change it slightly for like the animated airing. At least
I remember.
States,
yeah,
they
changed it. Like in the Japanese airing, they had it as a normal swastika. In the American thing, in an American release, I think it was spinning, but it was still a swastika.
Yeah, it just looks like a giant red X. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spinning swastika.
And then like I think like the freaking
Ichigo is a fucking Nazi. Take him down. Cancel him. Ichigo praises the Holocaust.
Oh no! Somebody like freaking like be careful. You gotta talk to like Orihime. It's like Orihime, your fucking like shirt is not completely covering your entire body. That's not haram. Oh,
it's like Orihime. Orihime, do you have your barcode on you?
Oh my God!
Whoa!
So, there's actually some difference between the swastika and the manji.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
but it's like a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Because I think like one of them is like promoted when it comes to like Buddhism and Nirvana.
Yeah.
Then the other one is
like
like, no, we just don't like people.
It's how it's like positioned.
The actual normal, like if you were to take the Buddhist manji, or I don't know like what you would actually call. I don't know what that symbol's actually called, but if you were to take that symbol that they use in Buddha, mirror it, and then like tilt it 45 degrees, that's when you get the swastika. It seems it still seems to still call it a swastika, which is weird, but I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, that's not a lot of people are like gonna be knowledgeable in like Buddhism and all that, so they just see how it looks and they're like swastika.
Yeah. But you know, like over here in the States, there are people that still like walk around with their mask off, and it's like, yo, dude, I don't think you're supposed to do that when you're like taking public transportation and stuff. I was on the bus and like almost half the people had like their mask off. I was like,
come to Texas,
we're gonna get COVID again.
Come to Texas. That's like a common thing.
Yeah, but it's like you're trying to tell somebody like, sir, if you could please put your mask back on. They just like point to their gun. It's like, sorry about that. You want to repeat that to me again, fella? Kind of odd. You're not from these parts, are you? They're looking at me. They're like, what do you think you're doing here, boy? Like, oh no. I can just hear the malice in their voice.
I mean, for me, I just wear it in like when I go into a building in public transportation. I just don't get when people wear it 24/7, even when they're outside. It's not like it's airborne.
It's not, no. Like, the thing is, you don't actually need, like, I think even the doctors, not the doctors, but the CDC or whoever, like, I don't know if it's WHO, CDC, or whatever health organization, they even said you don't have to wear a mask outside. Like it's like the issue with the reason why you wear a mask on the inside is because most buildings have poor ventilation. Outside doesn't have poor ventilation.
I think especially in Asia, it's pretty bad too, because like their air is kind of like, I wouldn't say it's like compared to our air, it's like considerably less clean.
I mean, that you would. I mean, especially in China, they had to sell bottled air.
So with Asia, the reason why I think they wear masks more often, even before this whole pandemic thing, it was because it was H1N1, I think, or it was some other virus. Like, I think it was a swine flu. It was like a swine flu type of thing, I think, or avian flu, or it was some sort of bird flu that ravaged throughout Asia, and that's the reason why they wear masks a lot, is because they still kind of have that mental scar, so to speak.
All right, guys. COVID-19 real or not? I'm joking.
Oh my god. Gone sexual. Watch out.
Gone wrong.
You see like somebody with the freaking thumbnail like just fucking cuck face and everything.
It's like one of those YouTubers that do the OMG face as they're pointing at something, and it's like they're pointing at COVID-19. They're like, is it real or not?
It's like she's freaking 27. Zam. Like they got the fucking like tongue out and shit. Oh no!
I hate that I can envision this right now.
You fucking imagine? I can't imagine.
What's up, guys?
Can you imagine a YouTube video called "Don't Call COVID-19 at 3 a.m." Gone wrong, gone scary, gone bloody,
gone sexual. Wait,
gone sexual. Guys, COVID-19 invaded my butthole with its vaccine.
Like, but wait, first I want you to click on that bell icon and like and share and subscribe, because we gotta get up those likes. I want to get to like 1,000 likes so I can buy myself a Lamborghini Aventador. Come on, guys, you can do it.
You know, if J Station didn't face all these legal trouble, he would 100% make a video like this.
Can you? I've always wondered like how do you think Christian would involve COVID-19 in this Sonichu story?
I have no idea.
It's the thing that gives anti-Christina life, of course. Powered by toxicity. She's immune to it. It makes sense.
She's like, COVID-19 does not affect me.
It's just like Anita Sarkeesian. You incels can complain about her all you want, but you know what happens? Absolutely nothing. She's winning out here.
You know, funny thing is that Christian did simp for a girl past all this like I guess when they went from he to she, I don't remember the artist's name, but it apparently got too creepy for their liking, so like they just broke it off, because like Christian was being the one creepy, obviously,
until that's a certain situation.
Yeah, like they would like, it was an artist, I don't remember the name, but he would commission her to draw a picture of him, like anime style, chibi, like how he saw himself as a woman.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know who Christian is, and I just Googled him, and the first thing I see just raises more questions than answers.
Yeah, when you find out about Christian.
Christian, mother, incest, and allegations.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Dude. Now we have to explain.
Warning.
I don't know if I want to know now.
Here's a tip. Back away while you still can.
Yeah, back away while you still can. Because once you get in that rabbit hole, it's too hard to get out. It's like any other rabbit hole.
They're about to tell you a really good story.
I don't think I want to know.
No.
And just let him still be in the dark.
Let him still be in the dark that he does not know who Christian is. He's a lucky soul.
We've already stained our hands with sin.
We've somewhat popped the cherry. Now we got to keep the cherry closed.
So what happened to us? We blocked the hell sweep, so we fucking like ate the damage.
Oh my goodness! Oh my god! So did you guys hear that Joe Rogan got more episodes taken down off his Spotify thing?
Yeah, he said the N-word apparently.
Yeah, he said the N-word apparently. I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, he actually said it like on air. You think people don't say it like under their breath, like when their shit is like off camera? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, but like,
I'm surprised, but I understand that somebody like him with a platform should not be like caught dead saying shit like that. So in the interest of like being PC, he's got to like play his cards right.
Look, I mean, again, like I said before,
Lucas.
I'm not for deplatforming somebody.
Well, Lucas, apparently he put an apology on Instagram.
Yeah, but you know, people don't take apologies like that
You could
very
tell
lightly,
somebody wrote it for him.
unless like you're like Doja Cat, unless you're like a Doja Cat where you're black and you can say racist things about Latinos and black people and all this other stuff, you can get away with it. Like, because probably the only way she got away with it was because she's a woman. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, other than the fact that, like, you know, attractive people seem to get away with a lot of stuff too. So it's like,
Oh yeah,
they give him.
Well, I mean, it's called the halo effect. It's a known phenomenon.
yeah. Like, for example, like if let's say, I don't know,
Ted Bundy.
Yeah, let's say Ted Bundy. He's a serial killer, but he has the same opinions as, let's say, a college teenager anarchist or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would be socially accepted, and people would say, "Oh, free him," and blah 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 blah. But if an ugly person was like that, they'll tell him like, "Oh yeah, like let's fucking kill him," and all this other stuff, and blah 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 blah.
Lucas,
It's like, yeah, guys, I was listening to Linkin Park earlier. Meteora isn't a bad album. I'm not talking shit about Meteora either. I'm just like saying that as an example. One of the grungiest albums I ever heard, bro. Like, oh god, rest in peace, Chester. Shit, man. I was like listening to Breaking the Habit like earlier today because I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is definitely a song that could inspire a lot of people to like break free from like whatever issues that they may be like holding them back and shit like that. I don't like the other song, but like that Rachel DeLeon chick, the one called Fight Song, because I feel like that's like so fucking overrated for like a quote unquote song that you can use to like fight back against like certain things. Because like, I don't know, something about it is just like, hey guys, this is my fight song. Go do it right. So yeah.
I was gonna say
copyrighted.
two things actually. I thought that was actually a pride song, not like an anti-bullying song.
Mm.
And second thing, when you said fight song, I thought you were talking about a different song. Like, let's see if I can find it now. It's actually on my workout
playlist.
playlist.
Please don't sue me.
Please just sue me.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
no.
Seven Nation Army.
No, hold on. It's not that. I gotta find it now. Huh? I gotta YouTube. Oh, YouTube.
I actually got
Someone liked my reply. Cool. Anyway, let's see if I can find it. It's actually on my lifting playlist. Let's see. Okay, I thought you were okay. Take it back. I thought you were talking about D12's fight music. That's what I first.
Because I was also thinking about like other popular fight songs. Let's see, 92 Bars by The Game. That's a song you don't want to play. You don't want to hear that song at a club. You never hear the end of it, literally, because people start shooting.
You know what's actually. You know what? You know what's actually low key pretty fucking hype. Don't get in my way.
Bone Crusher. Sorry, what?
No, Don't Get in My Way by Zach Hemissy. I don't know if you've ever heard that. Have you heard that?
I got. If you could link it to me, I'm on YouTube right now. Okay.
Don't get in my way. Like if you like, this would be like the low key, the most hype fucking song for a UFC fight.
There is a UFC fight today. Actually, that's going to be a really good one. But when I lift, I just listen to a shit ton of synthwave and metal.
Let's see here. I got some Falling in Reverse, a little bit of Metallica, a little bit Disturbed, POD.
Animals as Leaders.
That's a good band.
I love the polyrhythms. Intervals is pretty good too.
And Eminem, a little bit of Linkin Park, Tech Nine.
Like, the funny thing about like intervals is that to a lot of people it just sounds like Dynasty Warriors music, and I'm like, yo, that's so fucked up, but it makes sense. A lot of weird uneven time signatures, polyrhythms, 9/8 beats. Oh god, and then the blast beats are pretty cool too. They're really bass lines.
So I also have Indie Club by 50 Cent on my playlist because
why not?
You gotta have that. Yeah.
Did you also have like Yoon's theme from Third Strike, Crowded Street?
Do they even have Yoon's theme on Third Strike or on Spotify?
I think so. They Capcom posted the albums on Spotify a while ago.
Really?
Yeah.
In that case, I gotta fucking add it. Let's see here. Oh yeah. I also have Go-Go Power Rangers because why the fuck not?
Yeah, exactly.
90s as fuck. Yeah.
I've worked out to some of the weirdest shit. And the weirdest.
You guys like are you guys okay with Death Grips as like a potential workout theme? A homeless guy yelling at you for like fucking 36 minutes.
Never heard of it.
Never
Link it to me.
Oh shit! All right, hold on. I'm gonna link you guys to like Ex-Military's like the first album of theirs.
Sometimes I just listen to podcasts. That's only very rare though. or like I watch like those I watch like videos that give me useless information.
I used to listen to Joe Rogan way back in the day before things kind of went to shit.
Yeah, like he used to have like I only listened to him because he had UFC fighters on there, and I love his knowledge on sports and stuff like that. But then when he started bringing in like doctors and doctors with like very little credibility and all that shit, I was like, this is a little weird. And then he brought on that Jordan Peterson guy, and I'm like, okay, this is it. This is where it got stupid.
Before thing
Granddaddy
with him,
Red Pillar, like holy shit, bro.
it's been, like, off Spotify is that like I heard that like H3H3 Ethan Klein called him fat.
Joe Rogan is not fat.
And I'm like, okay, my guy.
Well, he kind of is.
He's got a bubble gut, but that dude muscular.
I mean, yeah. So
Like,
So
in
actually-
comparison, like Joe Rogan can beat the shit out of him.
oh no, he could. Or
Oh, yeah, the dude was a black belt in kickboxing. He did jiu-jitsu and all that shit.
so if I remember
know he
right,
grew out of, like, the skinny fat phase where like before he used to like be like a big guy, you know, but like after that, like he kind of got like the fat in his stomach like taken care of, so it doesn't look like he's wearing a camel toe like me. But like, yeah, go on.
I was gonna say if I remember right, so Derek from More Plates, More Dates.
Yeah.
That was a good episode. I'm not gonna lie. That was one of their best recent episodes.
Yeah, so actually, he actually did a video on something called Palumboism,
Yeah.
and that's actually what kind of what Joe Rogan had. It was like, or at least that's what he thinks he had, based on indications of the bubble gut.
Yeah, a lot of the newer age are like people who I think one of the theories was that people on like steroids or TRT or whatever it was called that he mentioned could have caused it. And with knowing Joe Rogan that he always questions his guests, have you ever done DMT? I wouldn't be surprised if he did steroids.
It would not surprise me he does probably some sort of TRT as well because of all the drugs he takes.
He's just
Very
straight up
avid
asks
weed
them-
smoker.
Hey guys, you ever done DMT?
I'm telling you, that one time he had a smoke session with freaking like Elon Musk, iconic, bro. That one picture of Elon with the spliff is like.
I forgot the questions he asked Elon. Everyone remembers that episode just because of that reason.
See, that's the thing. Like, I know there's like a similar thing that's happening in the hip hop community where people are like making this one meme. It's like, okay, you could either choose to have dinner with Jay-Z or get $50,000. Which one would you rather take? And a lot of people are like, yo, I'd rather have a meal with that guy. It's like, who knows how much valuable information that guy could offer me. And then some people would be like, oh, you'll go to the freaking meeting, and then he'll be like, why didn't you take the money? And then like it depends on the person, like how your mindset is, whether or not you feel like that's either a valuable learning opportunity or it'll be like an opportunity that you could just use to like pass time with a celebrity.
Wait, so they're asking, would you get a dinner with Jay-Z or take $500,000?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
Like either 500 million or like 50
$500,000.
Yeah.
What is Jay-Z gonna teach me?
Oh, that's the thing. Like, what kind of questions would you ask someone like Jay-Z? Like, he has your undivided attention for like dinner. So like, what would you tell him? Like, so I have this idea for like a video game, right? Like, I don't know. Like, you if you pitch it the right way, like, he could probably give you funding or something. Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. Like, I don't know why I would ask Jay-Z. Like, it's just.
It's like, hey Jay-Z, can you give me $500,000?
See, what if like instead of it being like Jay-Z, what if it's someone like Jeff Bezos? You have like dinner with Jeff Bezos. Like, what do you ask the CEO of Amazon? Well, former, because I think like right now he's like undergoing some type of like stepping down in the cabinet. But like, yeah, somebody whose like net worth is like worth like billions of dollars at this rate. Like, you have a meal with them. What are you gonna say?
I don't know. It's like.
It depends.
What?
Like, to me, like it depends which celebrity I'm talking to. Like Jeff Bezos, I wouldn't know.
Depends on how well you how much you wanted to meet that person exactly. Because there was a time in Comic-Con where I actually met one of the animators that worked on like the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla show, and I knew what I wanted to ask, of course, but like that didn't stop me from being like so like, oh my god, how am I going to say this? What am I going to say? Is like, is he going to take it the wrong way? It's like it's a very nerve-wracking feeling to meet someone who is who's in a higher position than you. And
Right.
even if they're like not someone you instantly think, because this is someone who's worked in an industry. Like they know some powerful people. They worked with them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of a question I would want to ask Jeff Bezos because it's like we live in two separate realities.
Yeah.
It's like me asking a question may just like he wouldn't. I could ask him a question that he may not even know how to answer.
Yeah.
Unless it's somehow like business related. But even then, it's like the question is like, would he actually give me legitimate advice, and would that actually be applicable to me?
I don't know why. I would probably want to try to say something to like agitate him enough to like he would freaking hit me, and then I could get a check. It's like, yeah, bro. So Elon is better. You fell off. And it's just like, what? Like that's it. Fucking like $100,000 right there. Lost him. It's like
no, actually, no.
Emotional damage.
No, that's actually pretty.
Actually, you know what you need to do?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what you needed to piss him off?
What?
Elon's ship was bigger.
They had to take down the Rotterdam Dam in order to support it. What do you got? Like, he's definitely going to take a blow to his emails. Like, emotional damage.
Actually, no. Here's the thing with Jeff Bezos. Like, you can make a comment like that and he doesn't care because he's a billionaire. Like, what's he going to do?
Yeah, those dudes. I'm not gonna lie. Some of those dudes have pretty tough skin.
I feel like he would be one of those dudes. Like have you ever seen like that one meme of like the teenager with the AirPods in, and like people try to get their attention, but because they're wearing the AirPods, they don't really listen. It's like, yeah, bro, I'm like making so much money, and like I don't literally can't see certain people. Like you guys are like not in my field of vision. It's like people that wear Gucci glasses, and then people that don't wear Gucci glasses. It's like you put the glasses on. It's like RTX off. Everything looks blurry. You put RTX on and everything's like super vivid and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
freaking like the freaking like PC animation meme.
I honestly on the topic about like dinners. I'm into like a lot of film and acting. So if anything, like if I was able to choose like one person to eat dinner with, it'd probably be Wes Craven. But he's dead because I love Wes Craven.
Mm.
I mean, you can still have dinner with his ghost. He could just be like, there accompanied by like the crow and shit. Just like standing there.
What
the? Can you please pass potato salad? Just like goes right through him. He's like, oh.
Oh, damn it. Oh,
so
shit.
One billionaire who doesn't have thick skin is Bobby Kotick.
I thought you were gonna say
that
Kanye
is
West,
true.
but yes. Oh god, he's definitely not taking it well at all. I mean, divorce does things to people, so like it's understandable, but at the same time, like yeah, this guy's been through a lot in his life. First his mom, then all this.
Yeah. This is like way back in the early.
Still dealing with like baby mama drama. Like, oh my goodness, why? But yeah, go ahead.
So the reason why I say this is because like back in 2012, he said something like, please quit photoshopping horns onto Bobby Kotick. It's bad for his dating life."
Oh shit.
Think about what it's like for my dating life when first picture that comes up to me is the devil. It's like, Bobby, listen, man, listen to this peon for just 1 minute. You're a billionaire. People are just going to hate you for that fact alone. You just got to own it. You don't see Jeff Bezos bitching about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
or any of the other big billionaires like complaining that, oh my god, he said this about me.
Yeah, it's like, Bobby, come on, man. Like, I get it. You know, it sucks, but you got to grow some thicker skin, man.
I mean, that's the drama that comes with being a public figure, right? Like, freaking, when that fucking, like, video that we made, like, that stream that we made when we were playing that one, like, RPG Maker game, like, sort of took off, I had, like, a thought to myself, like, yo, are we going to be known as, like, the group that streams, like, wacky RPG games? And then I'm thinking, like, you know what? Yeah, I guess, like, if shit goes left, like, we'll freaking ride this thing into, like, the sunset. But, you know, I like to personally, like, you know, have fun hanging out with friends, just, like, talking shit and just seeing where, like, life takes us in a sense. So, like, yeah, that's what, like, I think that's
the best part,
more or less, of having, like, this tight-knit group right here. Just chatting, vibing, seeing where we're at in our lives. And just genuinely, like, you know, seeing where life takes us, riding the winds of fate as they may be.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't expecting going to work in a KOTOR, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I'm still, I wouldn't say disturbed, more like taken back that someone asks you, how do you raise relationship levels with potion makers?
Yeah, bro, like people are leaving comments in that video. I'm like, bro, do you not see all the not safe for work shit here? And this guy's like, yo, bro, so can you leave pictures for the girl with the feet. And I'm like, yeah, I'm paraphrasing, you know, to make it funny and shit. But it's like, yo, like, how do you raise this chick's level? Because like, I want to see more of them. And I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, you do this and that. Like, I answered it like it was like an actual like question and shit like that. I didn't see like anything like memey about it. Like the fact that like that actually got like a comment from someone, it's like, oh shit, people are watching this shit. Oh shit, people are watching this shit. Like, can't wait for somebody to like see this and they're like, yo, Gene, it's your future boss checking this out. Keep up the good work, man. Like, wait, what? It's like, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, don't worry about it, Jake.
Oh, shit.
Just mind my business.
Fucking, dude, I with that game, it's just a trip.
Yeah, dude, it's so odd because it's like freaking when I like put it through like the search engine optimizations and I added the tags for it and shit like that. If you check it out and Google it, you type in like Nymphomania Priestess Gene, it's literally like one of the first 5 options. And next to it is my channel. And I'm like, oh shit. So this is how Google does the analytic robot thingy. So now I started to get traffic from like Google searches, other websites like ULMN, the unofficial Line Marvel forums, places like F95 were hitting me up talking about like, yo, if they make like another like freaking update to this, can we send you a copy? I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess. Like, whatever, bro. Like, as long as it's funny, like, I don't mind. But yeah, it's
You just have to
like something of a public figure. Like, fucking, I can literally tell people like, yo, bro, like, you want to know more about me? You can literally just Google me. That's fucking crazy.
You're like, yeah, dude, I just played Nymphomania.
It's like, King, like, if you decide to just type in Gene Alcantara in Google right now, what do you find?
We should call the next part Alpha Mania, Nymphomania Part 2 or some shit like that.
Oh my god. Oh, that's the funny thing. From what I heard, like, I was on this dude's, I was showing you guys like this dude's Patreon stuff before, right? Apparently he's doing this thing now where he's going to periodically update. He's going to update the game, but he's going to update the next code versions of the game in the style of Street Fighter titles. So the next one is going to be freaking Nymphomania Priestess Challengers Edition. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
What?
Street Fighter now? We played a fighting game? Like, oh shit, let me make Potion Maker.
You know what we actually all need to do?
What?
We need we need to find like a way to like remember how I was talking about Tsukihime whatever a while back?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We all need I need to share my screen, we all need to read it just from start to finish. Just
Bro,
like a
I do
script?
voice work. Let me know if you need people doing voice and voice impressions. I love that shit. It's like freaking Arceus. What are we doing here? Don't worry about it. All we need to do is find some way to suck this guy dry. It's like, whoa, pause. What are you
I would love to read anything from start to finish because it'd probably be really funny. We and to make it better, we would have to like do voice impressions about like the characters and stuff.
Dude, if we all like lived near each other, I would have loved to get like a group where we could all do like in real life skits and comedies and stuff and put them on TikTok. Bro, like, yo, King, you know TikTok is like a really big brand right now where it's like quickly amassing
I know.
views and shit, dude. It's like it's bigger than Google right now. It's like one of the most like hit up websites like first.
I know what TikTok is. I have reservations with it.
Shiny!
If only- Yeah, I don't like CCP stuff. I'm sorry. It's just I don't know the source. I mean, there's a reason why even the military is kind of just not letting or it's telling its soldiers not to use it. Just like I said, that's just my opinion. I recognize it's a very popular social media. I just don't trust the data it's collecting.
I don't either. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think they would have much use for my data anyway, unless it's like to freaking shop it to like other people. Like, yo, get a load of this guy. He thinks he can develop
They're probably looking at you and they're like, he plays Nymphomania, huh?
Nymphomania. He also does like weird like Mark Pollock impressions. It's like, so I see that you've captured me on TikTok, Sonic. Well, I will have the power of the shoot dance. Dance with me, Sonic. Like, okay, freaking hell. But that's the thing though. Like, what if like TikTok decides to like sell its assets to people in the US? If it becomes like a United States brand?
It won't. I don't think it has too many connections to the CCP.
In order for it to be sold off, TikTok would need to be doing bad, and it's not doing bad at all.
No, you just have cringy like TikTok boys going on there being like, I mean, like don't get me wrong, some of the memes are funny. Like I like they're perfectly cut, like a lot of the perfectly cut screams on TikTok and stuff. But like some of the shit like that get posted on there is probably the most cringiest shit I've ever seen.
Bro, I think like a good idea to like get to quickly like divert traffic is just get all the people that do freaking singing and song impression stuff out of there. Like the majority of people that are like in freaking TikTok and stuff like that are like people that either want to do voice acting or do stuff involving like singing, vocal impressions. Hey, yeah. Mm-hmm. No creo que está ahí. Love you. Yeah, so like people that either want to do voice impressions or do like Disney sing-along type stuff. Like a lot of those people like quickly amass like a following if like you got like a good set of pipes and like are able to hold a note and just like sing your ass off for like a good like 5 or 10 seconds. Like people love that shit.
The problem is, so then that puts a lot of pressure on you as an individual because then you have to constantly keep doing that, or else you're not like you're just kind of like you catch lightning in the bottle, and then you gotta kind of have to keep that audience that is already that already has a short attention span as it is.
Because I think like that's another problem that people find with like Twitch, because it's like when you do YouTube as compared to Twitch, on YouTube you actually have to be like entertaining and shit like that. On Twitch, I'll literally see some people literally just like freaking hold on. They'll get their they don't switch their 3DS. They'll play Animal Crossing, right? And they'll literally just have like the thing on the screen. They'll just be playing the game and they'll just be like, no talking, no interaction whatsoever with their chat. And they'll just, you know, have some, what is it, like copyright friendly lo-fi music playing in the background. And they're just like, wow.
I've
oh.
So I actually had a Twitch experience like that, kind of going what I said, because it was like I was bored one day and you said, you know what, I'm just going to stream me some coding. I titled it Insurgency Sandstorm Dev Works on Personal Project, because back when I was streaming I was with Neural Interactive, not Aspire Media. And you know, I'm just streaming. I wasn't really even paying attention to the viewer count, but then it's like I peer to see the viewer count and it was like, oh shit, I have 50 people.
That is so fucking lit being able to see that shit, and it's like so unexpected.
Yeah, and I'm like, shit, okay, so hi guys, I don't talk. Don't expect like the most interesting thing ever.
That's what I feel like that's what I kind of like wanted. I feel like doing is streaming like Halo Infinite or some shit and just vibing. That's the best thing. And then out of nowhere you just check your PayPal and you just get $1,000 donations. Like, oh, thanks guys. Well, fuck. I don't talk
yo,
though.
Freaking King OnlyFans won, and it's like, oh shit, okay, it's a little tempting. Fucking like, oh, you're doing coding and shit like that. Let's see some more. It's like, okay. Fucking.
Let me see some coding feet pics.
I'm typing the code with my feet. you just hear me just doing this. I don't know if you can hear this.
I can.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah. That was actually me typing with my feet.
I mean, shit, if people like Belle Delphine could like sell their own bath water and put it in a jar and sell it to people for large amounts
of money,
could do anything.
Bath water is the least concerning thing that she's ever sold.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Honestly, yeah.
I remember hearing about this thing that she did on OnlyFans where she actually did like something in the style of a person supposedly getting like underage or something.
Yeah, she did that, and she
that
did.
Shit is creepy. Why the fuck do these people do it?
She did one of her acting like she was getting kidnapped, and apparently it's like a kink, and people are like, "Oh yeah, it's socially acceptable because it's a kink." And I'm like, dude, hello. That's like saying that's like it's okay saying that age play is fine because you know it's a kink when it's like low key kind of pedophilia.
The thing I still find the most disturbing about like the industry is the fact that like one of the most searched for terms on Pornhub is stuff like freaking incest, stepbrother, stepsister. Like, bro.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, you know what's even more weirder? It's like if you were to watch some of those videos and they have their tongue sticking out and their eyes roll back. It's like, no.
Faces like,
It's like, no. No, it's like, no, that's just degrading.
Like,
it's a psychological thing. They say the reason why they do that is so like people click on it because they're like, oh shit, it looks like something out of a hentai. I want to see how this guy fucks this girl silly. And it's like, long story short, when it comes to like behind the scenes stuff, I've like heard from like other people that do stuff in the industry, and they say like, bro, the sex is mediocre. People have to like fucking, they shoot it in a certain way so it looks like it's all continuous. But if you know what to look for, you're going to see that there are cuts here and there. People are like switching positions. People have to like do it like twice or 3 times where they got to like shoot a scene with like various participants and whatnot. Like,
I can imagine
all of that is not done in like one take. No guy, you don't see like the videos like on places like X videos of like some Japanese dude like getting on a train and there's like 5 or 6 chicks there and he's like somehow like freaking just fondling all of them like in the span of like 2 or 3 hours. Like all that shit is not in one go, bro. I don't know. I don't care how badass you are. You're not doing all that in like 2 hours, bro.
Well, I hate to say it, a lot of the people that do except for like it's very rare that you see like one of those porn dudes like physically fit.
I mean, after a while, you kind of turn to substances to try to like numb the pain of doing stuff like that for a while. I mean,
because like your dick can't handle it anymore, so just like it hurts.
Yeah, like not to get like too dark in a situation like this, but like especially like the girls that do stuff like this for a while. After a while, like I don't care who these people say they are. Like, oh, I'm totally fine with it. I enjoy the things that I'm willing to do and the things that I'm like not willing to do, and just having hard boundaries. But over time, they're gonna realize that people are gonna eventually try to get them to push those boundaries so they can start loosening up on certain things. Then over time, psychologically, they're gonna realize that they're gonna take like some type of like mental damage with that, and they're gonna like have less boundaries when it comes to what they're willing to do and what they're not willing to do. And sadly, some people look to drugs or like drinking and stuff like that to like relieve those types of like unintentional stress with regarding like the materials that they're working with. People, you know, doing like hardcore scenes and whatnot, freaking having the psychological effects of like, you know, sleeping with multiple partners over the course of like several days. Like that stuff wears at you after a while.
Yeah.
This is why porn is bad, folks.
Mm-hmm.
This is why
porn
porn
is
is
bad. About
folks.
porn and shit like that, but it's like after a while, like it's not as bright as it looks. People talking about like, oh my god, I'm like 18. I want to get involved in the industry. It looks like so much fun. I want to make like $5,000 in a night. Like,
well, that's why OnlyFans exists, because like if you don't want to like do it that way, you could just, you know, sell your own body and have fun with yourself rather than, you know, have it with other people.
But that's the thing,
or someone that you love, or someone that you love.
OnlyFans sort of like still opens the gateway to that sort of thing, because eventually there's gonna be some simp that's gonna be there and he's like, hey, I'll give you $1,000 if you send me a picture of your foot.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
like,
Gene, my ear.
Another guy's like, oh, well, he gave you $1,000 for your foot. I'll give you $2,000 if you take a dump and you send me that photo. And then like another guy's like, oh, I'll give you $3,000 if you fucking like take a ruler and stick it up your ass. And then like it just goes on and on and on, and they start doing like all types of wacky shit for more and more money.
Degenerates, all of them. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Just go up straight up to all like to this like, hey, you want to do a Cleveland steamer? And you know what? It's actually kind of sad because like a lot of these girls like do it, and they're not happy. But like, you know, I don't know. That whole industry is like crazy because like I you know, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
What the fuck? No. Sorry, I had to Google what a Cleveland steamer is. No.
Oh, shit. Welcome to Jersey. Oh.
They that's what it's called on those terms.
I
don't. Anyway, yeah. So I think this is where I actually hop off.
Damn, bro, it was nice having you here. We really enjoyed the conversation. You know, the door's always open for you if you want to like come back and like just chat with us and stuff. We're always like talking to each other like every once in a while or whatnot. I'll shoot you a message. You know, this is Tyranno, King 98, and Yokai's Revenge, and King, and Gene Alcantara. We're all here. I guess this was quite the podcast we had. Good pod, gentlemen. Oh, this was fantastic. We got to freaking like adjourn and like have this some other time. Talk about this a little bit more like off air and whatnot. By any chance, like guys, watch Tokyo Ghoul. It's a really great show. Really amazing. Be careful with the anime. Your mileage may vary. But yes.
Don't look up what a Cleveland steamer is. I advise everyone to not look it up. It's very useless information that you do not need.
Tyranno, any closing statements you would like to say? Or is yours?
That's a pretty good statement. Pretty profound. Pretty controversial.
I guess that's it, and that's that. Stay black, guys.
Did
Pretty
he
out.
just
I'm
say,
talking about
did he
the
just
coffee.
say stay black?
Stay black like the coffee. Yeah. I was trying to find some way to like end the recording, but yeah.